the sandwich in sauce.
Yo!
Meerkat Mall.
Yo!
Juicy, tangy, moist, gourmet level burger.
That's robust!
Safe to swallow. Juicy, tangy, moist
Cheeseburger.
getting all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Tangy zip, whirl, moist,
Burger.
yummy, and
Robust!
yo! I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joints. So I'm gonna eat this burger live with you today and share what I think about it. I'm sure people are gonna be asking me questions about it.
Yo!
Juicy, tangy, moist, gourmet level, timed release of flavors. Burger.
That's robust!
Juicy, tangy, moist burger. Getting all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Tangy, whirl, moist.
Burger.
Yo! Gout, 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 gout.
Cheeseburger.
My hand is completely covered in sauce.
That being
That being said.
That being said. That being said.
That being said.
That being said, hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right, and just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, one of my mannerisms. Relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L. Teen Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead. Psychological style host. Meerkat. Artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Oh, God. Funny. Look at this fan art. Now, this is robust fan art. I think we all can agree. Meerkat, your thoughts? Go ahead. I knew you'd enjoy this.
I'm speechless. This is the best thing ever.
How can you not enjoy this? The Oh My with the classic DSP artwork in there, too. Don't forget that, guys. In the background. Like the King of Hate.
I can't see it for some reason.
Yeah, me neither, but I tried to play it off because I saw it beforehand. Yeah,
Oh, God. Can we go back to not being able to see it, please?
yeah, let's just go back.
All right, I'll turn up Meerkats. Are a little quiet, but I'll jack him up. I always love jacking up Meerkat. Are you fully jacked up, Meerkat? Go ahead. You good? Talk now, please.
I should be.
Yes, he is fully jacked now. Good job. Congratulations. Anyways, let's get to some business-style announcements, of which we have a large one. Meerkat, as the controller of all large things, go ahead. Tell us about this large announcement.
King final tomorrow at some time. And that's it. Show up, vote for who wins, and we're going to see who wins the third one. That's crazy.
And if your name is, I saved it here. We only need four people have not given their songs, which is fine. It's not the deadline yet. If your name is KC Jones, Misery Merchant, who, by the way, guys, has the coronavirus, unfortunately. But they did say on Twitter, it seems like they're still trying to get a song out there, but just letting you know, they do have coronavirus. I believe both of the merchants, so not going to be easy, but we're going to do our best. Misery Merchants are going to try. So Casey Jones, Misery Merchants, Jay Swift, and the Asian himself. Those are the people we still need songs from. Everyone else is accounted for and ready to rock. All right. So in terms of interludes, we have many. 2 from Bob Starsky. Lemtex is a maybe. And of course, we got the AI competition as well tomorrow, so it should be a lot of fun. As for prize, we didn't decide yet. Unless you want to do that now, Meerkat. What do you think?
No, let's just do that offline.
Okay.
We haven't
We'll
had
do that
a
offline.
TBS in 2 weeks? We have so much shit to talk about.
I
It's
know.
insane.
Let's get to it. So what better thing to do when we have so much to
before
talk
we
about?
do,
Oh,
very
please,
quickly.
go ahead. Go.
Fucking incredible hat.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to show it. This is from the very famous scalper Vikes, who shows up a lot on WPIG. He got this puppy, and this is Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle Hat, which is one of the first ones that DSP ever spent money on. So there we go. I got the Dokkan Battle rocking now. Big ups, too. Vikes on that one, you dirty scammer. All right? You're a legend, though. Big ups to Kiwi Merchant, who says that being gay and late. Don't call Meerkat those things, okay? Please. Please, Kiwi Merchant.
Hey, I wasn't late.
We have Aid Robbo, who says, big ups that being... Oh, get out of here, fan art. Blocking everything. Okay. Big ups that being said, sorry for withholding, but I've been working away this week. Hope guys are well. You're a legend. Aid, what a king. All right, so much to show. We're gonna not this one. I want to save that. What's on your screen right now? That's funny too, though, because there's a lot of stupid shit. Real quick, I kind of have to do this now. Okay. Now, what do I mean by this? I have to do it now because this is one of those clips where it's not fun to watch, but it's one of those clips where I promise you don't hate DSP enough. One of those style clips, and this is not the one you may be thinking of, in which that they're she's sewing herself, and it's painful, and he's screaming about it like she's liking it. Actually, it's not that one. This is one I had not seen. So trigger warning. Lots of stuff. Here we go. Animal cruelty, I guess I'll say. Here we go. Then we'll move on. I promise.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Not fun. Not fun.
Like beans. What, pinto beans?
It's a style of it. It's family style.
Yeah. Some beans.
Beans. The dog don't want those fucking beans. Look, he's like, where's my meat?
Yeah, starving
You got a Scooby
dog.
snack?
Do you have a Scooby snack?
Feed him.
I guess you were pretty hungry too.
Feed that doggy.
It's all fine. It's all fine, right? Nothing wrong.
There
Here
we
you go. Hey, don't eat it all.
Oh, shit! What the fuck? Are you kidding? What the fuck?
Bro, you went near a dog while it was eating. What did you fucking expect?
Yeah, so you get it. You have to fight. Meerkat's here, right? Meerkat, you're not muted, right? You're just watching, right? In attention. Yeah, he's here. He's here.
I
just
thought
watching
the
in
thing
attention.
was coming up.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's not done yet. Not done
Are
yet.
you fucking kidding me?
Okay, that's the context. You got the full context now.
Holy fucking shit! I did not expect that. But I told you he was gonna get revenge for killing the master. Didn't I? Oh, good. Good. You fucking deserve it. You deserve it for attacking her. Shithead.
Two choices on your screen now is kill the dog out of mercy or leave dog, which would be the torturous choice. Let's see what Philip chooses.
Fuck him. Leave him. Let him suffer.
Yes.
Fucking bite me, bitch. You suffer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
too bad for you.
Sorry.
Yes.
No, I'm not sorry. Fuck him.
Yes.
Stupid dog.
Okay. Just letting you know. Really cool guy who's positive, though. Thank God he met Cat, because before he met Cat, he was doing stuff like this.
Yeah, he's very angry here, yeah.
And we don't need to see any more of the dog suffering, okay? Dog being dog, Philip being Philip. What do you expect to happen, I guess, huh? Okay, on a more positive style note, moving past the retro react, there we go. Let's get to DSP has been on fire on Twitter for a while now. I think we've entered this new gaming journalist era where everyone can't stop talking about DSP in a very funny way. So here's just a spattering of stuff we have today. Here's one from Manlet Thorin, who had 334,000 views on this one.
Purple. If it weren't purple, it might have been alright. What? What do I do? What do I do? Purple. If it weren't purple, it might have been alright. What? What do I do?
reminds me of like when he started, I think it was Doom multiplayer, and like his first comment was, "How do I fire the gun?"
It's like, how obvious do we have to make it, brother? Come on, man. And so a lot of people, there's this thing, this group that thinks that he's like really trolling. You know what I mean? Like every time you see these tweets, there's a whole group, as you can see right here. He has to be trolling. There is no way he's that bad. But it's not worth it. But you think like, no, he really is that bad, guys. I promise he's really that bad, but doesn't really work out. People
it is kind of instinctive when you see an outlier like this, somebody that is just like this. We just immediately think, okay, it's just a play. He's just faking it.
He can't be true right here. You're right. Okay, real quick. We have so many. Let's just do a quick one here. Oh, there we go. This is from Mad Season Show. Here we go. This is a very good one.
There you go. Oh, camera's on. Camera's been on the whole time, huh? I didn't even know. Hello.
Shout out to Mad Season Show for the going back and forth. That's very key. He chose to make that edit, He had to click the keyframes, make it go back and forth. What a king. One more time.
I didn't even know. Hello. All right, yes.
What a king. Okay, anyways, let's get to the current topic. So what do you want to start with today? Meerkat, what do you think suggests we go today? We got on the docket so many things. We should all be scared of DSP suing us. We have a lot of chief talk. We have a lot of fish and chill talk. Where do you want to go? Come on.
I think before we fish and chill, we should just go to court real quick. Settle this whole lawsuit thing.
Get out of the way.
Good idea. Okay, so this started when Ethan Ralph announced he is suing some people, and please don't, I'm not up on the details of it, so if I say something wrong there, I'm trying to say the part that's important. Ethan Ralph.
You already got it wrong. It's Ethan Klein.
Ahead. Ethan Klein. I always say
Ethan
fucking
Ralph
Ethan
is
Ralph.
a different guy. Yeah.
Ethan Ralph's a fine, upstanding gentleman. I've heard. I know he does wrestling shows.
Great host of smart guys. Yeah.
It's a great host of wrestling shows.
It's a pity that he got sleepy that one time he was doing it with Phil.
Exactly. Why?
He was just tired.
So Ethan Klein, starting again. Pretend you didn't. I'll cut this in the edit, the the video. All right, guys. So tell me about the story here. Ethan Klein is suing 3 people, and he went through all the steps to make it a reality. He registered his stream where it has to be registered in America to be able to copyright it. Then he announced fully, I am going to sue you about this, because those 3 people specifically said, watch it here instead of watching it with Ethan Klein's channel, right? I believe, Meerkat. Am I missing anything important?
I think you're correct, even though I haven't been really keeping up on that. But that's just, we got the basic context.
Yeah, he's suing people, and he's doing it in a real way. It's not some meme that people say, I'm going to sue you. He's doing it in the real way it takes to sue somebody about this shit. Will it work? Who the fuck knows? Who's going to win? Who the fuck knows? He's going through the steps, let's say. So Philip, in all his wisdom, says the following tweet after that news breaks. He says, there are entire channels making bank by stealing, live broadcasting my content without making it transformative. They outright ask for contributions to do so. If this lawsuit goes through, I am going to be rich, and many are going to be in trouble. So, first, obviously, we're all freaking out. We read this. But what was your thoughts, Steve, on this one? You saw this tweet drop. I'm sure you're scared.
You have to be careful because we don't want to get sued, obviously. But there's 2 sort of points. First is who's outright asking? Who amongst the people that restream Phil is outright stopping the stream and going, right, guys, come on, we need tips, we need support, we need to make money off this.
And I was worried about that too.
Fucking no one.
Yeah, nobody.
But the other bit is that he's just immediately going to, a malicious sort of intent. He's gonna go after people. He's vindictive. It speaks to that sort of aspect of his personality that he's immediately if this legal precedent gets passed, I'm fucking having you. all ears. I'm having my vengeance. I'm having my revenge. You know?
But it's really interesting how he thinks once one lawsuit happens, that means all of them are instantly, you know, guilty, I guess.
Yeah.
Once you find one criminal.
Really get legal precedent, does he? It's like, right, that happened with this case, so therefore every other case that's like that will go the same way. And it's not quite how it works.
I mean, so Vandal says most tractor channels are monetized. That's totally true and very true. But this is the big difference than with this. That's not what Philip said at all. They said they outright ask for contributions to do so. There's a big fucking world in between monetized channel and outright asking for contributions, right? I think we can agree on that. You know, that's what he's trying to say is please give money, guys. That's what outright asking means. You know what I mean? So it's a big difference. All right, Mirka, what's your take, though, when you first saw this one come through? We still got a few clips of him after this, but...
To protect myself from litigation, I'm going to say allegedly, Phil is a fat descriptive who has completely lost his mind, allegedly.
Yes.
And apparently he thinks that suing somebody is like putting a spell on them, or it's like in Grand Theft Auto when the police spawns on you and they just take you to jail. No. Suing somebody is a complicated legal process that takes a lot of time and money that he doesn't have and never will. So even if Ethan Klein sues the entire world, Phil's going to get nothing out of it outside of this one tweet that everybody clowned him on. But the one thing that I'm very interested about is why the fuck did his tweet get so many likes? It got like 500 likes. Is it like people actually thinking that he's going to win or he's going to sue somebody or anything?
No, I think people are liking, like, look at this. Haha, this is gold. Now that is the most, I mean, that's, I mean, I don't know if people are like on his side, but look how many likes like the responses get. They're just making fun of him. The DSP gets laughed out of the courtroom. Yeah, that's what I think it is. Like, see, no one's in like response to him at all. Like, look, does he know that DMCA suits don't apply to everyone? No, he does not get that. He thinks that's how it works. So, you know what I mean? Like, he really thinks that's how it works. And people are asking law tubers. Let me show you one here about it.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I got the tweet on that one. Big ups to Bob. I think this was Bob Starsky. I can't remember. But Bob Starsky,
that was him.
Yeah. Shout outs to Bob Starsky. 2 interludes tomorrow. He'll be premiering right here.
Let's get here. Bob Starsky says, do you think Darkside Phil has a case to sue like Ethan thinks he does? I think I saw Darkside Phil commenting somewhere else, but Darkside Phil is a different matter entirely. By the way, I don't think he's registered any of this stuff. I mean, Darkside Phil, that's a whole separate thing. And
do it.
We would need to talk about that. Let's
please talk about that. We love it. But again, you have to register everything you do. You know, Philip likes to dance around this like, once you upload it to YouTube, YouTube gives you a license like it's some real thing, you know.
No.
That's very funny. So Philip that didn't end with the tweet though. Shout outs to Snort Burnell for the thumbnails as always. But I got it to the point now where he talks about that and gives a little more context to his thoughts on this.
The H3 lawsuit, if it does go through and work and stick and create legal precedent, it's not just going to help me. It's going to help anyone who has someone who maliciously steals their content and rebroadcasts it, whether it's live or whether it's after the fact. The truth is, no one has the right to rebroadcast anyone's content without making it a transformative work. The vast majority of people who are doing that with me don't do that. There are some. If someone
so he's saying the vast majority are doing that. So vast majority of people are just restreaming it as it goes live, and that's it. Which is, you know, it's not true. You just know it's not. It's just not the fact of the matter. But all right,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because YouTube is not the court of law. YouTube has its own terms of service, and if you can get away with the shit, you're gonna get away with the shit, regardless of what the law says.
Yes. So. The only person that even if you say like, okay, what's the closest thing to doing that is Raw Phil. But even then, they make it different by showing you both chats. They show you the stuff that's cut out of YouTube mode. They show you everything. It's just not the case. But Philip is really pushing this week to make us scared of this. Yeah, go ahead.
And Raw Phil doesn't ask for donations.
Never does. Yeah. So, all right.
And chops it up. It makes a video that's only specific to one topic and they push that topic or whatever. That's transformative.
Yes.
Anyone who's...
So there goes. Duty Streams is fine. Memeology, Snort Burdell, Snort Hogan, all of those people are fine. He's just saying right there, if you make clips, you're fine, right? Listen, that's what he said, right?
There are some.
We're all
Someone
fine.
takes my
Yeah, we're all fine. Yeah, we have
my
to
content
be.
and chops it up and makes a video that's only specific to one topic, and they push that topic or whatever. That's transformative.
Okay.
Anyone who's literally live restreaming me right now is breaking the law.
Okay, so that's really 2 people that are just sitting there restreaming it, but they do add stuff. I want to remind everybody.
It's Tevin's fault.
You can't live restream someone as they're broadcasting because you are creating an alternative method for that raw content to be delivered without the person having the chance to do it themselves. You literally can't live restream a TV show. You can't live restream a movie. You can't live broadcast a radio broadcast, and you can't live stream another person's stream. It's illegal.
But you
100%.
But you can.
No exception.
But Phil, look at how many people are doing it. You can.
Literally, you can.
You could stream your reactions to those things as they're being streamed live. People do like watch-alongs for like WrestleMania and shit. People do like, for major sports things like the Super Bowl and that. So this is technically the same.
Yes. But you know.
But you don't put WrestleMania on the screen because it's an actual trademark licensed thing.
Yes.
No.
ALT, I just sent you the smoking gun that we're going to use in court. I have factually based statement from Phil Burnell on August 24, 2020. Listen to this shit.
I want to remind you, once you give permission as well, you have permission forever. We learned that when Evil AJ revoked his permission for Philip to watch his This Is How You Don't Play, but Philip said he gave it to me once, so that means I have it forever. So remember that. Here we go.
I've still got a video of that. Fucking hell.
You want to live restream and joke about it? Fine. Lampoon me all you want. You want to This Is How You Don't Play videos? Fine.
We win. This is how we win.
Lampoon me all you want.
You want to live restream and joke about it? Fine. Lampoon me all you want.
So when Logan told me, and it drives me crazy, so now I'll drive all you crazy in chat. When Philip says want or wanted, there is not a hint of a T, and there never will be. Well, now I start listening for it.
You know where the T went. We don't talk about that.
Oh, Kiwi Merchant. Oh, Laughing Man Real with the 5. Thank you so much. We get some claws back on Jasper. Come on, where are you, Jasper? Right here. Please work. Yes, there it is. Right on time. No problems. Laughing Man Real, you earned this. Look how happy he is. What a legend. Kiwi Merchant says, let's just be a reminder to Jasper. Oh, that's about the dog clip. Then W News says, just like me, fur vibes. Big ups at W News. Sneed Feed says he will use his wife as a Trojan horse using her health problems as a result of trolls. Okay, today, speaking of that, similar situation. On WPIG, we're playing shit and, just random old stuff. And he brought up his wife at a very unique Catherine girlfriend. And the timing of it, I never knew this, but he said it at a time when people were talking about why do you still need that big house? So he brought her up as a reason he still needs that big house. Because people were saying, why don't you go back to Connecticut, man? You're going to go, a lot of tax problems you keep talking about all year. And he said, no, now as you see, she might move in next year. So I need this house. It was just a way to get around that option of people saying, why don't you just sell your house and move back to Connecticut? Well, he used Cat as a way to say, I can't do that. What are you, nuts?
I remember this. I remember other clips like that when he was talking about having to sell the house, and he was talking about like our life is gonna fall apart. And it's like, what do you mean, dude? Is your wife gonna leave you? Is she a gold digger, actually?
So in the long list of things Catherine has been used for, now we can add on reason we have to stay in this house and cannot downsize is because of Catherine's moving in. Pretty cool. The Gravity Dragon says, you guys have been away for far too long, Chief. You get it? Yeah, I know. We've been gone, but we're back. Full force. Double style show today and tomorrow, okay? So I think there's some more to this, though, but we do have a lot to get to. Let me see.
Unless the person broadcasting gives explicit permission.
Yes.
And that's where people don't seem to get it. They're like, well,
okay.
Get it? They're not.
But we just got explicit permission.
You get it?
They tell everyone they can. Get it? They're not benefiting from you. They have ads
You
on
get
here.
it?
They're already getting paid bank. They don't care. They
Get
say
it?
go ahead and redo it. Me, this is my original content. You should not be restreaming it right now. That's illegal.
Ah,
It doesn't
shoot.
matter that no one's gotten sued for it yet,
Oh.
because Ethan Klein is suing, and he's
Uh-huh.
going to get a legal precedent established if it goes through, and
Yes.
then the floodgates are open. All these
Okay.
scumbags who have been raw re-stealing content will have to
Ooh,
fucking
raw re-stealing.
pay a fee or get sued into oblivion. It's one or the other.
Yo,
You know who
dude,
does that, right? Okay, go ahead.
This is the gimmick. This is gonna be the gimmick. He's gonna start extorting restreamers to pay him a actual bill. The
Yes.
restreaming bill.
Now, isn't that the deal that Wings literally did set up with his people? I believe he did, right? At least that was the scuttlebutt.
I'm not sure.
Someone
I'm
in
not
chat will
sure.
know. I believe that was a deal they had. Like he did pay some some thousand or something a month, or he tried it. Did okay? Yeah. So there we go. But anyways,
Wings
is, really
is
what
not
Phil's
very
gonna go?
trustworthy. I'm just gonna say that. So
Oh yeah.
I'm taking everything with a grain of salt.
Little bit of Wings news, we should say. So Wings was streaming one day and accidentally shared his screen. On said screen was a Twitter conversation with someone. Want to know what it said? I'll show it to you. It said, June 13th, by the way, was the last correspondence. Not that long ago, Philip. June 13th, Philip says, okay, enough with this bullshit. Stop. Okay? So I personally think that probably went for stop ignoring me.
Yeah.
But and this is only literally 2 weeks ago. So it's not like this is from the King arc waiting. He is 2 weeks ago crying to Wings saying, please stop ignoring me, guy. I need some kind of boost here.
Yeah, he needs it. I think he would have reached out to Keemstar instead if he wanted to jump on some drama bandwagon. I don't know what he wants to do with Wings. I don't know what Wings been up to, but I guess he got fired from LolCow Live, or was that Boogie? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Everybody
Who
was fired
cares?
from that
Yeah.
show.
The LolCow Live show is kind of losing its luster over the past months. Not that it ever had much luster, I think, but who's going in, I don't know. But yeah.
Because it seems to me like he wouldn't go to Keemstar. He's trying to like circumvent Keemstar. Because I think he still like holds some resentment. So I think he would try to like, because he did when they announced the podcast to begin with, didn't he? He tried to go to Boogie and Wings, yeah.
Yep.
And it was like, come on, we could do it ourselves. We don't need to involve Keemstar. Come on. And
Yeah.
you see how that panned out. But
I wonder though. I personally would think that I'm sure Keem got an email as well. I imagine Keem's been getting a message over the last month. If you know what I'm saying, you know. I think he needs a surge here. Philip knows he needs some kind of change of the narrative right now because things are kind of more negative towards him right now, and he knows it. So I think that's why he's reaching out for Wings. I bet Keem wasn't too far after that. I'm imagining, but who knows? Big ups to Dominic, who says, thank you guys for the stream. I'd like to give a massive shout out to everyone in chat and a massive shout out to Ludwig World Order. There we go. Shout outs to everybody in chat at Ludwig World Order. What a king.
Thanks for supporting the legal fund. We're gonna need that someday when we have to pay the troll toll.
Yeah, it's not the butt fund anymore, is it?
Yeah. No. The troll toll. So it keeps going. He brought it up again yesterday, by the way. I'm not going to play the clip. It's not that interesting. But he did say yesterday that I guess people don't care because I gave them a real warning and no one's stopping. So I guess that's it, guys. So I guess people are just keep restreaming me. It's like, yeah. Did you think people would actually going to care about what you say? You know, which is very a ballsy
email
prediction.
him and go, Phil, how much do I owe you for a subscription? You know, can I pay for the license, pay for the rights?
Yeah, so that was funny. Let's get another Phil in the Wild out of the way here before we change topics here. So many to get through, so many options. I do want to say big ups to Gout, who set a record at 17 years old. His first pro event, I believe, and he sets a record here. We're not going to watch the race, but shout outs to Gout. Always shout outs to Gout.
Godlike quote. And he says, I'm Gout, and I'm here to stay. Big
We
up
need to
Gout.
sponsor him. Can we sort out a way to sponsor him?
Dude, please, Gout, free sponsorship. We don't need any money. Just let us talk about you in a positive way.
Put That Being Said logo on your jersey. That's all
Oh
we
my
ask.
God! Can you imagine? That would be the funniest troll ever. The funniest troll ever. Because it's so wholesome too. Like we're just funding the 17-year-old like athlete, and our logo's up there. That's it. That would be our water well. You know what I'm saying? That's our water well. It's way funnier. Doesn't help as many people, but it's funnier. Okay. Next up, we got Luke Stevens, who is every week he's getting very closer to becoming a guest on our show. I feel because he can't stop. He can't quit. He can't quit it. Every show now he's bringing it up. So he's kind of getting out of Phil in the Wild territory because he says it every show. But here we go. Thanks to everybody that sent this one.
And now you have a toddler instead of a baby. Don't let DSP get a hold of him. That's a callback to a previous episode. I'm not saying you should do that. It's DSP was playing Death Stranding and shaking a baby and then complaining he couldn't get it to calm down. Anyway, but at the end of the day,
he like knows the lore. Like he was doing a callback to a previous show where he brought up other lore, niche lore. So there we go. Luke Stevens, what a king. And DSP, as you could expect, did shake the second in Death Stranding 2. He was shaken as well. Philip does love shaking his babies. One more. This is Latina Parfait.
Have you ever played a video game and you were like asking yourself or thinking to yourself, you know, this game that I'm playing right now, it's pretty good, but I think it would be better if it had missions and levels where you get to shoot 2.5 million sticky notes on the ground and walls.
Exciting gameplay.
No, not really. Okay.
There you go. All right. Let's move on here. Real quick, let's get to, so you remember the Cologne idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Vividly.
if you could imagine, Philip is still salty about this. Still. Like you think of how much one idea you have that gets shot down and it affects you this much.
No, that's exactly it. It's his one idea. When you have no other ideas, the one idea you have seems incredible. And when it's like so viscerally rejected as his was, it's going to wound the ego. And we know how he reacts to stuff like that. So
here we go.
That was really the best he could do.
He put a lot of work into that. His heart and soul went into that idea, guys. Come on.
Probably, yeah.
Here we go.
Any chance we could do Cologne reviews as the next reward? No. No. I already told you. I explained this to you again and again. I came up with this idea. I honestly didn't even flush it out too much yet. But the idea was that I was going to start
minimum
reviewing
effort.
Colognes. What I would do is get one, present you with the bottle, the presentation, tell you the price point, tell you what it smells like, you know, tell you what it smells like on me, and then tell you my experience with how long it lasts or whatever, and give you like an overall review.
Is it going to be different? It smells like this, and now I'm going to see what it's like on me. Oh, it smells the same.
Yeah, mixed with my smell. Yeah, good idea. Yeah. He did say flush it out, by the way. You guys caught it. It's supposed to be flesh out the idea. He said flush out. Yeah, so there you go. Here we go.
It would probably take like 15 minutes plus to fully review a cologne. Okay? Now, I thought that would be a good idea. Not to say that that was the whole idea, or that it wouldn't change over time.
It wasn't the whole idea.
But the moment I presented the idea on stream, everyone just laughed and said, oh, it's the worst idea you've ever had.
Still affected. Still so hurt. So hurt.
We're not doing it.
So hurt.
I don't care. I really don't.
I don't even care.
If after the fact people are like, oh, we take it back. We didn't mean it. No, I don't give a shit. If you wanted to be nasty to me and you wanted to be disrespectful to me.
Disrespectful.
Idea. All right. And you just immediately wanted to make fun of me and shoot it down and say it was bad. Then I'm literally never doing it under any circumstance. Now you get it.
That's how much it meant to him. That's how much it was like. That's how important it was to him. Like you shooting it down is disrespecting him.
What a fucking baby, man. I need that Mario Yoshi's Island crying Mario, you know? Go ahead, Steve.
Bro, I was trying to think of like what other ideas have been his, because he's like, this is everyone's saying it's the worst idea I've ever had. It's like, well, what other ideas have you had? Everything else comes from like chat, and you sort of like massaging it slightly for them to go, okay, do this, and you go, all right, I'll do this. We decided to review this place. We decided to bring back this. We decided to try a fucking politics channel.
Yeah,
like the last idea I could think he genuinely had himself was the debunk stream. Because nobody told him to do that.
Oh, Steve, you're forgetting one. You're forgetting a very important one from the DMs we learned about. What was the...
Oh, God, yeah, Guntbusters.
Oh, no.
Guntbusters. You forgot about that? And, Triple P shot that down, though.
Yeah, good. Like that other thing, he called it like... You better not miss or something, which was like the gimmick is that him assisted by Kino Casino are gonna felt a bunch of people that felted him in the past.
Yes. That was
like
the
you come
entire
at
thing.
the king sort of thing. Yeah. See where he's going with that.
Looking back, it's so wild to analyze how he was so full of himself because he had Kino Casino on his side, just a different person. Who are we gonna take out next? Look at how quickly that changes. Stop ignoring me, Wings. Please. How fast that flipped. Yeah. Please, guys. Okay, so hold on. You think he'd be done with this clip?
Here's what I think happened.
Okay, here we go. Here. Yeah, go ahead.
Some people genuinely thought the idea would be all right just to try once, give it a shot. But of course, the shitheads out there are like, well, this is going to be the worst thing ever. So they told me so and said horrible idea, and they all made fun of me. But then they expected me to still do it. Like, well, we want you to still do it anyway so that we can make fun of it.
So weird. This is so weird. I don't even follow. So they said it's the worst idea ever, but we still want him to do it. But even if that is the case, it's just to make fun of your bad idea,
Yeah.
I don't know how much he thinks of this is real, but listen to this logic.
Can you imagine? This is going back to the Discord stuff. Like, we all sort of agreed, hey, guys, let's convince him to not do this thing.
Yeah.
And then he'll still do it.
Yeah.
It's just like with the socks. The sock idea was like, whoa, Phil, you should definitely do it, Phil. That's an epic idea. Show us your socks.
Yeah, cool. Cool, man.
No, you fucking idiots.
No.
You're the reason it's never going to happen because you're that fucking stupid. If you had just shut the fuck up and said, okay, yeah, do it, then I would have tried it. And it might have failed. But now I'm just not going to do it, and I'm going to torture you. I'm literally going to torture you as you think every day that you could have made fun of this, and now you never can because you're so fucking dumb.
But now we can make fun of this. We're doing.
This is way funnier to do this. Make fun of this crash
funnier.
out. Yeah. What? So now in his mind, he wants people that hate him to not shit on ideas, initially, because that'll make him do it anyway, and then we make fun of that part.
But then when he doesn't do it, he's owning us.
Yeah. Yes. It makes sense. Have
you hurt your head recently?
It is the win I think it is.
So someone in Kick Chat says, this is not someone in Kick Chat, rightfully so, with a real brain, says, this is not the win you think it is, okay? So this is Philip's response.
It is the win I think it is. It absolutely is the win that I think it is. Because the moment that people keep bringing it up, I get to laugh at how stupid you actually are.
What?
That because you opened your big fucking dumb bowels before you thought for 1 second first, you actually shut down the thing that you wanted. Get it? You're that dumb. Every moment, I want you to look in the fucking mirror and say, wow, I'm a dumb fuck because I told DSP that was a bad idea and it would have been comedy gold.
This is...
What? Reminder, this is about his smelling cologne idea for a DSP tries it. Just want to remind everybody why we're here. I have no idea how this really shows how his mindset is about. And let's just pretend this is reality that would happen. That means when you put out ideas and you ask for feedback, you don't really want actual feedback. You just want people to agree with you, because that means you can do the thing you think is a good idea, even if it means everyone's going to make fun of you doing said thing. I don't know. There we go. Anyways, big ups to Abysmal666 who says, only decent thing from Lockout Live was Tech Talk, which was just a way to publicly humiliate dickers. Pretty fun stuff with that. Oh, there you go. They found the fun with the Tech Talk. But I didn't see any of that.
I mean, to be fair, we got the tipples.
Yes.
Yeah, Tipples was funny.
I was
Tipples
gonna
was
say
funny.
that.
Yeah.
Tipples is fun. Tipples was fun. Broside Phil says, how dare you disrespect me? Yeah, I know, like on the internet saying that. How dare you disrespect me? Clearly LARPers in chat. Savory, tangy seasonings. How dare you disrespect me? You know? Begs Bunny. Yeah, good point, Begs Bunny. Yes, a lot of people were interested in my Cologne takes. You're right, Begs Bunny. Thank you. Like, come
How
on,
dare
man.
you disrespect me? Now just let me ban 7,000 of you.
Yeah. I'll ban you, dumb fuck. Okay, so let's go next up. I guess let's just show a random thing here. We've had some great burns this week. Here's one of the great example.
This is great. Just listen to this. Listen to this.
Please, please.
This person, their name is I Know a Loser When I See One. Okay, and they said, all this totally legit support. The chat is quick. I can't keep up. Quick, fake the 50 you need and run, King. Well, your name is I Know a Loser When I See One, right? Well, you must have a lot of mirrors in your house.
Oh! Again, when this is the only insult you can come up with, it's the best fucking insult you've ever dropped.
He's gay!
What? Okay, so let's just, it's never a good idea to think about jokes that deeply because it makes them not funny. But when you start not funny, I think it's fine. Yeah. So because this gentleman has so many mirrors in his house, that helps him know a loser when he sees one. You get it? It makes sense. Don't think about it too much, okay? Don't think about it. Philip thought he was cooking on this one, too. Like, oh, yeah, I definitely got him. I'll leave this up here. Big ups to Sherwood Be Great. Oh, nice name. Sherwood Be Great. Great name. Sherwood. Well, Sir Wood. I'm getting tangy, sweet, savory from this Nautica cologne. Very robust style scent, guys. Please support. Thank you so much, Sir Wood. What a king.
Oh, you forgot it comes in a box.
Oh, yeah, you gotta check out the box. The box.
Check out the box. It's all shiny and it's got the name printed on it. Oh, embossed. Very nice.
Urban Style Individual says, Phil can't tell friend from foe at this point. And I think, honestly, he's like trying to turn the corner here in that way by saying things that trolls can do. Like, he often, trolls don't support. They never do, right? It would be nice if they drop some tips before they go make fun of me, that kind of thing. Because he knows kick is over. I mean, really it is at this point. Yeah. It's just Titanic sinking at this point,
He likes to play the little damage control card of telling people that if you're in kick LARPing, you actually support me and I make money off of you. But it's actual, fractions of a cent.
Yes,
per person,
when he has
if you
60 viewers,
get into that.
Yeah. And they literally are all LARPers at this point, outside of the people that donate, because you can see that they don't say shit until they drop a member bomb, and then they'll say, a real comment, and then everyone else is it's just a weird place that's been created now, the Kick Chat, It's like buddy trolling everything, but yeah, go ahead.
In reality, he had this segment because the depressing Minecraft streams are back where he's just fishing in the rain and pouring his heart out to his chat. Super depressing, by the way. Tevin made a great video. It's about an hour and a half if you want to, you can go listen to it, where he covered that. Where essentially he is terrified of going back to the pre-Kino levels of begging and humiliation and degrading himself for $1. And he tried to reason with Kino Casino supporters. He tried to retcon the whole thing and make it seem like a mutual thing. He tried to pretend the whole King Snake thing didn't happen, but instead they had an amicable split because it wasn't beneficial for any of them. It was insane, actually. It's so insane we cannot possibly cover that whole thing because it's 45 minutes, beginning to end, insanity. So just go check it out somewhere else. I promise it's great.
Yeah.
You should do it special for members.
There you go. That's a good idea.
There you go.
So really, I mean, because right now, if you notice, there's been more crash outs than normal. Every stream that doesn't hit the goal is panic. Because I really feel he's feeling it now. I know we always say that he's worried about the future, but it's not really that big a deal. I'm not saying there's no close to the end or anything here. What I'm saying is, though, he's really getting to the point where the effects of the Kino arc are ending too, right? So that's a problem. And I'm sure that's very scary because you know how he lives his life. We have many examples of this. Get some style of income, one level of income, start spending as if that will last forever. And then when that income level stops, we do not stop living our life as if it was going to continue forever. And then you say, I actually knew it wasn't going to last forever, but also I didn't save up any of that money.
Yes. Yeah.
So
to save face. Yeah.
It's
but also, if you do get the occasional bump, say from a vest streak or from a Kino arc, just reassess, just reset your baseline to that because that's going to stay forever then.
Yep.
And, you don't have to go back. Just get used to that level of income. And repeat the cycle again.
And that's why it's now I think he's begging now more than he ever has before, right? Because
the tweets are back.
The tweets are, oh God, yeah. Those tweets, and they got the uppercase, the
all caps, support.
There's no reason to follow his Twitter at all anymore because, he'll occasionally drop a tweet that we talk about because it's stupid. But remember when he was doing those King arcs? Oh, man, he was tweeting up a storm. Now it's all about how do we hit those goals? So let's go back to when, it just takes one stream of him not hitting the goal to say it. Here we go.
Engage and support.
What gets the uppercase? Support.
And not.
Okay. Not. Yeah. So this is what a Twitter feed looks like now. Back to what it was 100% before the King arc. This is what it was. We have our... Oh, and hey, I have not heard enough of you praising this. The game's lineup is now at the bottom. Steve, I know you talk a lot about this setup. Are you coping and seething yet? Because look at this.
Immediately, yes.
Graphic design is his passion. We have a cork board, which he definitely searched for because look, it has a frame on it and everything. It's a cork board. And he decided to make it look like it's a cork board with pictures because he put some of them off center. But listen to this. I think he only thought of the idea 4 games in because there's 4 games that are perfectly straight. But then he said, hang on a second. I'm going to level this thing up. We're going level 2 on this puppy. I'm going to change some of them and make them off center so it'll look cooler like a cork board. Connected, reconnected. And we're back. Steve's back. Meerkat's back. We're back. What's up? We're back.
Great.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Finish your point. We're back. 100%.
Yeah, no, that's a record for exclamation marks.
Oh, nice. New record?
It's equaled.
Oh, it's been equal.
Done it before, but it's not a healthy mind.
All right, Meerkat, go ahead. We're back.
Yes, this week I found out how he makes his thumbnails because he makes his thumbnails himself now. And how this works is he puts it in a video editor and finds a place where he doesn't look like allegedly he has radiation poisoning, and he puts bottom text and top text on top of that, and he screenshots that as a thumbnail.
Yeah.
How inventive.
Okay, let's see.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with using, because we've done it every now and then. I've done it using the video editor to just grab when I wanted a quick thumbnail. But that's it. That's all he can do. That's the extent of his image editing skills. It's just top text, bottom text, exclamation marks.
An unexpected house guest. Okay, here, let's see. And he also doesn't care about the daily wrap thumbnails at all, but there we go.
No, they still get it.
Yeah, they still get the shit.
Just find a frame. And then
oh, this one's going to be great. I'm doing the thing. That'll be cool. That'll be great. Anyways, okay, let's move on to...
Rushing to finish the fishing.
A classic moment from this last 2 weeks. This is from last week, though. And let's just play it and we'll talk about it after this.
Fat fuck. This is hilarious because this is nonsense. It's complete nonsense, and you know it is. So let's read it anyway.
Whenever he starts with "it's complete nonsense," there's a good chance we're going to show it on the show because it's always classic when he starts with that. Here we go.
We laugh together. I'm a big fan, but I watched some X clips. You need to improve on begging, wasteful spending, diet, and overreacting. I don't have to do anything.
Begging, spending, and overreacting was the comments there. Okay, here we go.
Things you're begging. I can ask for contributions whenever I want on my own stream, and I can conduct myself however I want, and you'll like it. Too bad. That's my prerogative. And you have no right to try to boss me around and tell me what to do, because you're not my dad, and you're not my boss. I'm my boss. Get it, Chief? Okay.
Yeah, okay. So he said, get it, Chief, here. Now, many people are theorizing, I consider myself among them. He didn't mean to say Chief, but now he said Chief. And we're in a world where we have said Chief, which is very strange to say. So he then tries to turn it into a meme by saying Chief as many times as possible going forward. So here we go. That's my theory, but let's go.
Because you're not my dad, and you're not my boss. I'm my boss. Get it, Chief? Okay. How about wasteful spending? I can spend my money however I want. Right now, I could literally blow thousands of dollars on nothing, and you'll like it. Because it's my money. It's not your business. Deal with it, Chief. All right.
He said Chief. Deal with it, Chief.
All right. Diet?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, these segments age like milk almost within like 10 minutes. Because like 10 minutes later, he's begging for support and for feedback and pleading to people to tell him which game he should play that they're going to give him money for. What about being his own boss? What happened to being his own boss when you got to beg people to tell you what to do so they can give you money?
It's really is the what's that? What's the thing that Superman hates? The green stuff.
Kryptonite.
Kryptonite. It's really kryptonite to his arguments of being a very successful businessman. When after he finishes this rant, he has to say, "By the way, guys, we're trying to hit a goal to eat the Caitlin Clark burger from Wendy's tonight." So, I mean, it's really, really not. But go ahead, Steve.
It's a reasonable position to take if if your money wasn't coming from your audience. Oh, there we go.
Pull it together.
If you were getting your money elsewhere, if you had a job on the side and that was where it's like, yeah, fine, spend your money however you want. We don't care. We're just going to laugh at your greed and your sloth. But
yes,
you're putting the responsibility for that money onto your audience. So, yeah, people are going to care a bit more. They're going to have a bit more of a, well, what are you doing with it?
Yeah. And another option for someone that does a super chat like this or comment is just ignore it, which, I think he did a better job of when he was riding high from the Kino arc. But now since he's not, these things hit a lot harder. And that's why we get these crash outs for 10 minutes because it's not quite doing as well mentally or, you know what I'm saying, as he once was 4 months ago. So
I can eat whatever the fuck I want. Because it's my life, not yours. Therefore, deal with it. I can shove delicious Takis-encrusted chicken sandwiches into my mouth on stream, and you'll watch it, and you'll like it. Get it, Chief?
Yeah.
You don't get to boss me around because I'm nobody's bitch.
Remember, this person wasn't bossing anyone around, even attempting to boss someone around. They're giving some, thoughts on his behavior, but
I'm good at lying.
I don't know where you thought this was coming from, that this is going to go well for you. It's
Yeah.
not. I can do and say whatever I please, and people will watch it and like it and support it, and you will still be sitting there miserable because you were sitting and watching clips on X. Thanks. Okay.
Toxify it. Sometimes
Is the guy miserable because he's watching clips on X?
I like to think of him as like sitting there, entering his bank details, about to send a tip, going, "This will go well for me."
Yeah, this is gonna go great. This is gonna be a life-changing achievement.
He's gonna see this and go, "Wow, you're right." Yeah.
Did you think that was gonna go well for you? It's like, all right. I have no idea where that came from, but already said enough. He's really not doing great mentally. So when you say things like this, that just sets him off,
other people very
Scratch me. Dang it. In 2019, I went back to Connecticut to visit my parents and also to get married at the same time.
Whose money did you use for that? I'm interested.
Yeah, how did you get it?
I think he said every dollar was spent on the taxes, but then something else came up. I can't remember. June talked about it, I think.
At that time, things were very different in my life. Right?
Oh yeah, this is 10-year plan retcon. Okay, I'm glad this came up because I wanted to talk about this.
I wasn't doing well financially at all, and things were falling apart. I couldn't afford to pay off any of the debt that I had, and it was all ballooning and becoming unmanageable to the point where I was afraid of losing everything. At that point, with my mother, I was speaking with her, and we talked about a 10-year plan to get out of being this as my job because things were going so poorly. Okay? And the idea was that I would
hold on.
So go ahead. Yeah, you can analyze that. Break that down. Break that down.
Clarify this in people's minds. This middle-aged man had to sit down with his mommy to talk about getting a job. But his mommy knew that he was so trash that it would take him like 10 years to get a job. So she was like, okay, Phil, you don't have to do it right now. I'm just going to give you the money, but just promise that someday after I die, you're just going to get a job and you're not going to panhandle forever. And he said yes, and then pocketed the money and then didn't get a job and never will.
Yeah, so
what a great son.
Think about this if you're a parent, all right, guys? Your son has chosen to be a gaming streamer, and he's very successful for a while. But, then quickly it becomes this big thing, and I'm sure every week you get updates about how bad everything is, right? I mean, that's what she probably hears about. So one time, finally, mother of her son has a happy moment where they should be getting married. It should be one of the happiest fucking things that happens as a parent of your child, seeing them get married and be happy. But during that very same 2 days in which your son has such a successful business that he can't miss more than 2 or 3 days they have to get married, and also you have to convince your son that in order for me to give you thousands of dollars to get out of the economic situation that you've created for yourself with the job you've chosen,
to avoid having to declare bankruptcy.
Yes. I want you to promise me I'll give you 10 years. Stop doing this job. 10 years. That's what I'm giving you. 10. And oh yeah, thanks JD. I forgot. Also, I really want to help you guys go on a honeymoon. How proud of a moment that would be for parents. I hope. Yeah. If you could pay for your kids' honeymoon to go somewhere awesome, how proud would you be? How happy would you be? What did Philip say? Nah, I got a big tax issue. Gonna need that money straight to my bank account, mommy. Can you imagine? That's what he did, by the way.
Right? I would hope that most parents do well enough with their kids that they don't need to sit them down at around the age of 40 and go, have you thought about getting a job? I would hope that most 40-year-olds will be able to conceptualize that themselves.
Like that's rough, man. I can't even think about it. But okay. So Philip then says, he convinces mommy that no, I don't want a honeymoon. I'd rather just give some of the money to get a tax plan, which is what Philip all said. It's all information that Philip shared. So he was able to get on a tax plan based on the money his mom gave him, right? But that money came with a requirement that he would get out of streaming in 10 years. Okay, so that's the background. That's the background story. How does Philip think about the 10-year plan now? Okay, remember, he made a promise to his mother that he would stop finding a more consistent income, so we don't have to go through these problems, right? Because, I know moms and older people aren't the best at understanding how online you can make money. But what don't you want more than anything for your kids to be a consistent income, not worried so much, stable, That's much more important than being a streamer on the internet. That sometimes has good months and good weeks. You know what I mean? But here we go.
We're going so poorly, okay? And the idea was that I would kind of do phases, different phases of things. Maybe within like 5 years.
Phase it out.
Phase it out is what they said. Yeah.
Not do phases.
I'm streaming, part-time, another job on the side, and then eventually I could transition out of the streaming to the IRL stuff. The thing was, back then, things were very different, okay? What ended up happening was COVID happened. And when COVID happened, the world changed. And what ended up happening was, as you've seen, online-based things became way more realistic, prominent, stable. In real life stuff,
because nobody used the internet in 2019.
No. It was a new thing.
True. Like, for example, thank God I hadn't just decided to quit this cold turkey and get a job in real life, because I probably would have lost my job during COVID.
But hold on. Okay. I have a counterpoint to this. And especially because of COVID, many people became online content creators. So therefore, there is more competition for those viewers, for that attention, because there's only a limited amount of attention that can go on YouTube.
Yes.
And people are constantly fighting for it.
Yes.
So using his own logic, it's actually becoming a lot harder for people to do this full time on the internet, because there's so many people that do so many different gimmicks and extreme content that they try and get a bunch of attention from. So actually, isn't it the other way around?
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, like I started making videos during COVID because it was something to do during lockdown.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, his competition in his field has increased, and that would like usually provide impetus to get out and transition into another field.
He's the guy that went west, randomly went west, and found gold. And then a lot of other people found out, holy shit, there's gold. So then a fuck ton more people started coming to find the gold, and it got way harder to find the gold. But yet Philip is still there trying to get gold.
Panhandling.
He's making those people that came to find the gold. yeah.
And then I would have been
He's making those people that were
asked
watching.
out and lost everything.
I found this river after I was fired from my job at the helicopter company.
Yeah.
Job in real life, because I probably lost my job during COVID. And then I would have been asked out and lost everything. Okay? So since over 6 years ago, tons of stuff has changed. I am way better off.
Like, again, though, right? That's the first year into that 10-year plan.
Yeah.
When he's like,
1
thank God I
year.
did. But if you were doing it in phases, if you were slowly phasing out, you wouldn't have been in a job at that point.
No.
To lose. You'd still
he
be
did not
mainly
take
streaming.
one step. He did not take one step towards
nothing.
the plan, ever. Never. Because, you know why? Because
intent.
I think right after the bankruptcy, didn't the vet streak start? And that was like King Arc style, oh, my life is set, guys. I got the vet streak. It's just going to go forever. I mean, he was really saying this.
During COVID,
Yeah. And he got the ultimate negative reinforcement, which was the government clearing his debt and validating his bankruptcy, which essentially told him, yeah, I can keep doing this. I can just fucking do this as much as I want, and I can play champions because they didn't.
All right, we're back. I told you we're not fixed yet. Moving forward. Oh my God, it's going again. All right, we should end it then.
Yeah, let's just play it safe. Go home.
Yeah.
In your plan, there's no reason for it. My life is much better. My content has turned around. I'm way more profitable. Everything's good. So idiots who bring that up are actual fucking morons.
So
reasoning? Go ahead.
Are you going to give your mum the money back then?
Yeah, I hope so. You should, theoretically, because everything's fine now,
You're not
right?
doing it anymore, yeah. So should be well enough to go and do it, yeah.
Yeah, great.
Who actually think that when you're down in life, that you're down forever, that there's no possible way that things could improve, that things could change, that everything is just completely like that for an infinite amount of time.
Exactly.
That is a simpleton's childlike way of thinking. It is borderline obsession, almost like autistic thought, where,
we went there.
Could anyone explain how that is autistic thought in any way? Steve, I'm challenging you for that one. How is that autistic thought?
I don't know. if you're mad like Phil, I suppose.
Yeah, how does that mean autistic?
That's what I don't understand. Why is he so desperate of calling his trolls autistic? Why not anything else, but specifically autistic? Because they call him. Because people talk about him. I think
there's a certain
it might be
certain king we know. Not that king, a different king. June the King said something in a documentary, and I think that is still burning. Very hot.
It was that way.
It also speaks to how he views that then. If he views that as a negative thing,
Yep.
Therefore, it's always that way, and therefore 10-year plan, 10-year plan, 10-year plan, 10-year plan. So that's what's happened is ever since I brought this up with you guys 6 years ago, and I revealed to you that I had this discussion with my mother, there's people who are hyper-fixated on the fact that Darkside Phil said he made a 10-year plan with his mom to transition out of streaming and become a normal person again, basically with no internet presence. The opposite has happened. My internet presence has gotten better. I'm more profitable. Things are positive now. Things are much better now for me than they have been pretty much ever.
Yeah, people are complaining about buffering, guys. It's this or quit. So what do you guys think? I mean, I recommend if you pause for give it 20 seconds and then unpause, it'll keep going fine. But I mean, this is what we got, guys. That's the deal.
So there's no way I would transition out of doing this. This is the most stable thing I have ever done, and I'm not going to transition out of it. It would be dumb for me to do so because right there outside of my house, the job market has become way worse in 6 years. I would be worse off going out there now and having a life doing that than what I'm doing here. Do you see?
Big Simon B wants to know what he was banned for. All right, fine. You posted up multiple times in the chat that McDonald's and Target is hiring, and he put my name in consideration without my knowledge. Gee, I wonder if that's trolling. Gee.
These people are so
good message.
Absolutely insane. Mania. Hyper-focused, hyper-obsessed. They can't get off the fact that 6 years ago, I said I was going to do a 10-year plan to change my life. And well, you didn't do it. You fell through. You didn't. No,
yeah, 5 years ago, you didn't do it. You were like, fuck it.
Because remember, the only reason he shared anything about this 10-year plan, guys, is because as an excuse for why he went, cross country with the fans' donated money. That's why he had to reveal it at all. Guys, by the way, things are so bad. I got a 10-year plan. So that's how it goes. That's why he brought it up in the first place.
Things got better. I worked so hard. I found a way to turn things around. I got through the hard times. Things are good. Why would I quit? I'd be a fucking moron. But you don't get that because you're a miserable wretch who doesn't understand it because you can't accept the fact that I'm doing well and you're not.
Okay.
That's not on me.
Well,
we just watched him melt down over fucking people not liking his gay ass Cologne idea. What the fuck? How is that doing well?
You know, the easiest win Philip could do too is pay back his mom. Like, how much of a W would that be for DSPs? Like PR. Like, it's not. I'm not saying serious. It wouldn't have any lasting effects. But like, it'd be such a good guy move, for him to do. He won't do it, but I think it'd be like a good idea for him actually to like get past this 10-year plan thing, right? Like, can you if he said that, it would be literally over. There's no joke there for 10-year plan. He paid it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the best thing is, like, he told us about the 10-year plan because he had to justify where he got money from when he was telling people, hey, by the way, taxes, parents dying, all that stuff for months and months and months. And then, oh, hey, I got married. So it heads off, where did you get the money? And also, why aren't you going on a honeymoon?
Yes.
So that's why we know about the 10-year plan, because he can't, keep things to himself.
It was Game Pass holders saying, how much was it? It was thousands, right? I believe it was, right, Steve?
It was several thousand, yeah.
Several thousand, yeah. He said something thousands.
Over $5,000.
Yeah, something like
I thought it was around 8. But yeah, it was to get on the tax payment plan to avoid bankruptcy, which he ended up declaring the next year.
Here's what I can suggest that he does.
Yes.
Step 1, you lie about finding a part-time job. Step 2, you take extra days off to make people miss you. Step 3, when you come back on stream, you start begging for money because your part-time job is just so hard and it's so difficult to stream and do everything. And in the meantime, you don't even fucking work anything. Yeah. And then you can just make up a bunch of stories to pretend like you have content. You can be like, oh, there's this guy at my job. His name is fucking Michael. And he's so fucking fat, he can barely get through the door. Some shit like that. And that's going to spice up the DSP cinematic plotline so much.
But then we'll get reports from TJ saying, Down from the Rafters was active for 8 hours yesterday.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
That's on the idiots of the internet who can't deal with reality. Okay?
Yep.
Oh my god, he's drinking sperm?
And trust me, my parents are very happy with how things are going.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Of course we have to hear this. Yep.
Sperm?
And trust me, my parents are very happy with how things are going.
Oh, of
course. Now when I speak
course.
with them and it's not, woe is me, doom and gloom, don't know how I'm going to pay my bills, don't know how I'm going to pay my taxes, things are falling apart, might lose everything. Now it's the complete polar opposite. I'm telling them about fun stuff my wife and I are doing, improvements.
All the shit, improvements. Can you imagine being his mom? Hearing those calls. All right, Mom, here's what I bought this week. It's like, Philip, please, man.
No, can you imagine being Dave when he, Dave, Phil's on the phone. Do you want to speak to your dad? Yeah. I'll just pass you over.
Oh, my God.
To the home, good things that we're doing here for life, and they're happy.
I was like, yeah, what are they doing? Yeah, can we just imagine the things me and Kat are doing?
What they're doing? You know what they're doing?
What?
They we got a second RGB strip for the back now.
Oh, dude, like, was it last week when he was like, Kat actually came to the shop with me? She said I wanted to walk, and so we went to the shop together.
That was a hype thing. So, Mom, get this. Kat came with me for my 1 day out a week this week. Can you imagine, Mommy?
Bro, anybody else is like, so, you know, when you're on the phone to your parents, you're like, what you do? Oh, not much, you know, went to shop, got some groceries in, you know, the usual. Yeah, I'm just having a chill day in. It's fine. And that's it. You move on to other shit. For him, this is your whole existence.
Can you imagine? Yeah, a lot of exciting stuff happening, Mommy. Kat came to PetSmart yesterday, so that was new.
It was like going to the zoo.
We watched Kat's favorite episode of Sesame Street with the big bird. She was so excited.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Lance Catamaran showed up 2 times this week, so that helped. That was fun.
Yeah, I spoke to my friend Lance. Yeah.
I haven't seen much of Iron Chef. No, we're still waiting for him to come back. He was cool, though. Remember him, Mom?
Yeah. I thought he was going to be the one, but things didn't quite work out with him.
I thought it was another Tutankhamun situation, but no, he turned out to be a troll. But anyway.
Yes, I do still speak to Derek. Yeah, he's doing okay.
He's doing fine. We're waiting for the right time to bring him back. He understands. Urban Style Individual says, Phil can't tell. Oh, I read that one. Big up Urban Style Individual. Young Beat says, even when he does a poll for his audience, he ignores the winner and does what he wants, aka Phil and Chill. I don't know why he just doesn't do the cologne bag. I think because people made fun of that. People would legitimately make fun of him for that. And I think he wasn't ready for it personally. That's why the difference. I think he's scared of people really making fun of that idea, like on the wider internet. You know what I mean? Greedo the Green says he will blame Kino for falling, though not him banning everyone that gave him money because he made a joke or played Mario Kart with him. He's gonna blame Kino for that for sure when it does end. You know, people have been saying that. Why do you ban everyone that's on your top leaderboard? And he did a whole segment about I've only banned like 2 or 3 people.
Yeah,
half of them were ICS. Everyone else was Kino guys. Mr. Matt says, I love how everyone is calling out the wah now because it's the thing about Phil that annoys me the most, even more than snorting. Oh, really? That level? The wah? What do you guys want? Infamous KS says, Mommy, have you heard of the king snake?
The animal? The creature?
The creature? It's an animal. Retro Jim has a set. Imagine the conversations with parents about Triple P. Oh, my God. Yeah, he's really cool. He's like young 20s. He's really cool, Mommy. He's my friend.
How are things going with your friend Ashton? What did you call him?
Well, also, well, I'm more interested in Andy, Mommy. You know that. So we brushed elbows in the hallway today. I was kind of excited, but
still do your little wrestling show.
No, I brought up the thing about his shredded body, but he didn't respond yet. So hopefully he will later. Okay. Broside Phil says, my finances were bad, so bad, no money, $0, impoverished, in poverty, so I flew across the country. That is the legitimate statement that he said. He was begging more than ever during that period, and then he flew across country. As you do, right? Smoke Jaguar says, also, Steve, when are we getting a 36-hour video about the King Snake video? Ooh, that's a long one.
It's in the works. That's all I'm going to say.
You heard him. It's in the works. In the works. All right, not done this yet.
Like over 100 pages of handwritten script here.
Jesus Christ.
Around for me and my family. So there is no, well, you said 10-year plan. You're not doing it. No, I don't need to. Oh, okay, good, because you're doing better.
Okay, good. Enjoy the money, though. Thanks.
Again, these people are retarded. People on the internet act like morons and think that, because again, they don't want to believe that things are good for me. So they have to say dumb shit like, you're broke. I'm broke? You're an idiot. I'm not.
Well, it's interesting you say that you're an idiot when anyone watching you would think you are broke because how much you ask for money, though. So it's kind of interesting.
Broke, you dunce.
Oh, dunce.
What makes you think that? I'm
But
broke.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is not the win he thinks he is, because
No.
I would understand someone begging for money if they were broke. I still
Yes.
think it's pretty dishonorable and lame. But I wouldn't understand him begging for money if he's doing pretty fine and he just
Yes.
kind of low-key enjoys begging for money because it works. Then that is pretty despicable.
Yes. I mean, he knows if he stops to beg, he said himself, they don't support. Ask and you shall
Yeah.
receive. So
That's his model.
he's stuck in this situation in which he has to endlessly beg, that's one way to be successful, I guess. That's what the question is. If it's never going to happen, don't even want it to happen. But hypothetically, if you ask Linda one question, like, what do you think about this? And just put on like Franny video. That would be, you know what I mean? Like what?
No, this clip here.
What do you say, right? You know,
Where
can
he's
you
like, oh, by
imagine?
the way, my parents are fine with it. You know?
Yeah.
This one.
What do you think about that?
Couldn't be further from the truth, but you're just so obsessed with me failing. You look at the DSP from 6 years ago, and you say that's the failure, right? Well, guess
I've
what?
changed and grown.
Times
Yes.
are changing.
Times
Things
are
going
changing.
good.
Things
You
are
are
going
a
good.
loser. Your obsession has exposed your own shortcomings, and you're a fucking pathetic failure for
Oh.
obsessing
Or
about
his own
me when you could be
shortcomings.
improving your own life.
Yes. Get on his
Like, a
level.
lot of
You-
those
you-
words, a lot of this shit, it sounds good as a part of a wrestling promo until you start thinking about the words that he's saying and thinking about what they mean, and then they just
Yeah.
don't mean anything.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
could
they're
just
not like mutually exclusive, though. Sorry, just quickly. Like,
Yeah, go ahead.
Watching film, following film, and self-improvement are like things that you could do at the same time. You know?
Yeah. It's just
Your-
he's just
your
saying
life
those
has room
words.
for them.
Like Meerkat said, it's saying those promo words that don't mean anything. You know, it just whatever, right? And that's what I'm telling you, because next week you're gonna realize the mistake you made. You know, and just like, all right, well,
Yeah.
you know, okay.
Times are changing, and you're still going to be a loser, and I'm going to be the champion after King of the Ring. Yeah.
You have shown how stupid you are from your looking at clips on X. Drop the mic. Ban it to wow wow to ban it to wow wow. You're a crazy person. All right, anyways.
Love that you conceptualize him as a member of the NWO.
Oh, that's the KWO, the originals.
Yeah, the originals.
Urban Style Individual says she probably did it while brushing his hair. Oh, the 10-year plan talk? All right, Philip, take a seat. We're going to talk about
She
this.
combed his hair.
We're going to talk about this like we always do. Get up on the chair. Come on. Yeah, get up there. Did you bring the scissors?
Look at your party. Such a mess.
Whoa, might want to shower. A lot of oil. Let's do this again. Come back. Come back in 5. Take a quick one.
It's a
See ya.
family, dude. Can you not tie it back, Phil?
Okay. Oh, God. Lend the Range says, meanwhile, Dave is sitting there, 100-yard stare, ringing in his ears. That, always. But that's what he, as you see, okay, let me get a good, okay, I know what you're talking about, Len, but I want to give up a different reason. Gameplay now, just watching gameplay is so something. Descriptive, let's say. So, for example, yeah, go ahead.
Dave was like at the bar with Kat, telling her, for the love of God, use contraception. Don't get pregnant. Take the pill. I will pay for your prescription for it. For the love of fucking God.
So look at Philip having fun in Mario Kart World. This is, guys, like, it's just, what's going on? What is this?
Bro, his webcam could freeze and you'd not know.
He's playing Mario Kart.
Look, his expression has not changed for like the past 30 seconds.
People having fun, you know. There's Luigi, got the coins, I got the shells. Look at Philip trying to make his way throughout this world. And he complains as if he's in the fucking, Daytona 500 with the rules and stuff, you know. Oh my God, you see that? He cheated.
What hit
What?
me?
What hit me? Huh?
What? Oh,
That
great.
guy
No,
did-
bullshit me.
Yeah. And if you watch now, he has no idea about how to play
so
this
bad,
game.
yeah.
Despite him
Look
playing
how
every
quickly
single
that
version
fight-
of this. He tries to go in the middle of the road every single chance he gets, unless there is the most obvious shortcut of all time, the ones they put for, like, the beginners. And yet, even then, he'll be kind of scared of using it unless someone else shows him the way first. So let's just watch him here. He's in second, doing pretty good. We can't complain there, right? I'll keep it on as we keep reading. Rick Run Records says, "Judge not lest you be judged." Ooh, and look at his profile pic, though, Steve. You're scared.
Oh, yeah, YouTube's changed it so it doesn't show you displaying anymore.
Oh, that's why that's happening. I was wondering what happened. Son of a bitches. Matt Ice says, YouTube changing Super Chats to show handles instead of username is a douche move. Get your shit together. Now, guys, please help me get my Matt Ice back. Honestly, it's annoying. Urban Style Individual is a legend. Movie Magic Short Bus says, I forgot he was 36 when mommy had that convo. 36 years old.
Okay, I have a brain teaser, if that's
Go
how
ahead.
you call it. Okay,
Please.
what is worse? If you're the stereotypical basement-dwelling loser and your mama's sitting you down to tell you to get a job, or if you're in your late 30s as a quote-unquote successful businessman and your mama's sitting you down to tell you to get a job. One or two in chat. And what do you guys think?
And you have, throughout your career, earned over $1 million.
Yes.
And,
And you
nothing
still
to show for it.
you still get like 100K plus, and you still barely getting by.
Yes. If you have one slow day, it is a panic in which requires multiple business meetings to get out of. Yeah, I think everyone knows what the right answer is on that one.
I hate his Mario Kart. Like, I've not played Mario Kart since 8 on the Wii and the Wii U, but
yeah,
it's so bad.
It's not as good as Street Fighter, like to watch in response, but it's pretty close. But it's like to show the incompetence of gameplay. Like, it's really good. It really is just no thought at all. And then he
cannot engage with the mechanics. He doesn't understand them. His item management is terrible. His situational awareness is terrible. It's like he can only see like that much of the screen.
Yes,
it's all been so bad.
And then we'll be like, "Where's the money, guys? Don't you guys like when I play Mario Kart? You guys are loving this, right?" Talby in the house says, DSP works remarkably hard to avoid getting a job. And that some people make that move, right? Do whatever it takes to not get a job, even though
he went the right way for once.
Yeah, he didn't do that fuck up. What are you doing now? But yeah, some people are like that. DSP's one of those. He'll do extra work that he doesn't have to do to pretend his job is busy, so that means he can't do anything else. He'd rather record the daily rap every day, which no one watches, even his own fans, than spend time with his wife because it makes him appear more busy. Like, I'm a busy guy. You know what I mean?
It's the LARP, isn't it? It's part of the successful adult businessman LARP.
Yeah.
I have all these things to do. I'm busy. I'm working. This is my job.
What are you, nuts? I got to record the daily rap, cat. You want to have sex tonight? What are you, nuts? I got to do the daily rap. Come on. Go ahead, Meerkat.
Of course, when he says that getting a job is unrealistic, it pretty much is, because no job is going to hire him and pay him a salary that's competitive with what he is doing right now.
Definitely.
But there's a lot of other benefits to having a job, even a part-time job that you're going to work like 12 to 16 hours a week. You get to meet people. You get to actually go outside, I guess.
Yes.
And just be in a situation that is challenging to you in some way, because without being challenged, you turn into DSP and you start degrading and you become more and more embedded in your comfort zone, and you just become like this. You start I don't know, degrading as you are alive. You start decomposing while you're still living, which is fucking suffering.
Yes. And let's look at how he operates is all because he's never interacted with a single person for how long now? That's why he is what he is now.
Over 10 years, easily. And speaking of, he's got like over a decade in his resume as well.
Oh, nothing. Yeah. To get to the anything would be good. All right, real quick. This might be stupid, but this Koopa here drops a nice banana, but it's like miles ahead, and he could move out of the way. Let's see what he does here. Banana peel there. Up ahead. Dropped.
You did.
He just said you did. But he was holding it for a while. You don't have to be right behind him.
No item again. Wow.
Yeah, because the person in front of you took him, Phil.
Yeah. He always goes to the most obvious items as well, the boxes. Everyone's going to go to those same ones, and they take them. He said, "Where's my item?" Anyways, CTC Jackie says, maybe when he heard stable, Oh, I think I know where this is going. Maybe when he heard stable, he associated it with the noun, not the adjective. And now he has a big, lovely marriage. Says CTC Jackie. Big ups. We got the point. Logan K says, he is not more profitable. He's getting fewer dollars on average from fewer sources. He is way worse off. He knows it and he is scared. This is cope. Now.
Yeah.
Few thoughts here. Now, I think DSP is one of the craziest people when it comes to money. And not when I say crazy, I mean, I think there's a lot of people like this. But, like, they don't ever even look at what's in the bank account, right? So what that means is there's no tracking of finances. There's always, like, I know it's going to work out in the end, right? So I'm not so sure, Logan K, that DSP is so locked in here on how much less he's getting. I think, like, okay, goal hit must be good. Because he set up that reality in his mind. But what do you think?
I agree. That's how he's like framed things so that he could say, I am successful. And it just carries on the delusion. It validates his delusion. And he doesn't have to look at his life and go, okay, let's see how much I'm spending here. Wow, that's a lot. Let's see how much I'm spending here. Wow, that's even more. If I cut them and them, I could save that much. There's none of that. There's just, it will always be there because it's always been there so far.
Yes.
So.
Because look, if you really look at how much you good shortcut. Oh, that is a shortcut. If you it's in the middle of the races. If you that's why. If you don't look at the money you spend while doing your vices aren't as fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more fun.
If you're tracking how much you're spending on it,
kind of kills the vibe. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. And especially like somebody like DSP that I would say is a gambler's personality. You don't go to the casino and count every penny that you spent because that ruins the vibe, like you guys said.
Yes.
Something I have to add to the previous conversation. Nowadays, he's almost exclusively speaking in copes. Like, I don't think he's ever been as mentally as buck broken as he is at this point in time.
Yes.
And the reality is that none of that shit fucking matters to me. It doesn't matter to me if people give him a lot of money because he will still act in ways that I find to be funny and I'll have something to say about him and I'm going to laugh at him. And I don't care if he doesn't get money because, well, then he's going to be more outrageous and funny.
Yes.
So it only, like, all the stakes are on him. And all of this shit only matters to him, and he's saying all these things just to make himself feel more comfortable. Yeah.
Let's see.
I guess, in a way, it's kind of bait, because he's saying these outrageous things, and people get mad at him for saying them. But the reality is he's just saying them for himself.
Yes.
Yeah. To reassure himself.
Yeah.
Reassuring things are going great. Everything's going great. If you haven't noticed, guys, things are going great. Look at all these new upgrades. You see? RGBs. Yeah. I got yesterday. He did the so stupid. He was talking about his fucking lights, and someone said, "What's the light setup?" As all kick larpers do, they say, "What's the light theme?" You know, because they made him believe that people understand the light themes, even though it's totally fucking mean. So he said,
"This is volcano. It's going to be red, and Dude,
get this. How long you have to go down this trail?" Okay, so he said, "This is called Cyber Rain." Okay, and it was orange and red. Cyber Rain. So he said this is what he did. He got a Cyber Rain, and then you know how the Cyber Rain, he explains it like the Matrix. The Matrix is very specific colors, right?
Yes.
I would say the text
very
falling down green
color,
and black, right?
Yeah.
He changed it to red and purple, and then said maybe you could recognize it as the Matrix, but it's just palette swap. So they changed the colors of it. It was red and purple. And it's RGBs, by the way. So it's just little red going. He said, "Oh, yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell. This is Cyber Rain." It's like, what? Cyber Rain? It's purple splashing red. He thinks you can see RGBs as if they're a movie. You know what I mean? Like I know I'm sounding crazy, but I promise you, this is what he did. I'm trying to get it. I don't have RGBs here. Pretend this is RGBs. Pretend my finger is an RGB light. He said you can tell from the lights along this that it's Cyber Rain. Cyber Rain? From a single line of RGBs? What the fuck? That's what happens when you don't deal with any people for 16 years. You start saying shit like this. Like you can tell what it is.
Damn, I thought it would be Cool Ocean this week.
Yeah.
Cyber Rain.
Yeah, he thinks they're
telling guys.
hologram projectors. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. He thinks they're hologram projectors, and you can see it. Right, they project an image that you can watch. Kid Willis has a sad thought. Says he'd pay his mom when she's in her coffin and then snatch it back. Ooh, says Kid Willis. Svar says he'll work Cat to death before he does a single hour of honest work.
Oh God, yeah.
She has an extra income. He didn't point that out. The same
Allegedly.
stream.
We don't know if she's still working.
Yeah, we don't know. We do not know that. But the same stream he announced he had a girlfriend, he did announce it'd be great that she'll be a second income. So that's fun.
Yeah.
The same
And she'll
exact
come on
stream.
streams as well, so we could do streams together. I can monetize her that way too.
You guys believe this? She loves to cook and clean. That's awesome. Yeah. She loves doing that stuff. That's fun. That's fun. Matt Ice says, well, since Phil is doing so well, surely he can pay his mother back now that he's doing amazing, right? We talked about that one, Matt Ice, but yeah, he should be able to if you're doing so well. Think about how happy that make mommy. Think about it. All right, 2 more things we got to play before we're out of here. This is a FGC fun, let's say. Some FGC fun, and definitely everything's going to be true that he says here, right? Let's go.
Let's see what's going on over in the FGC. Every once in a while, I like to poke my head over there and see what's happening. As you know,
what he means every once in a while, poke my head in, it means he checks Twitter every single day for things to react to. Here we go.
I'm a very unique position because even though I'm well-versed in fighting games and I have a wealth of knowledge about them, I'm not part of the FGC. I stopped caring about competing and traveling and that grind life. I just don't care. I'm much more happy as a variety content creator on YouTube.
Yes.
And it's funny because the FGC hates me, even though I've literally never done a damn thing to them.
Well,
they actually, did you know that the common person in the FGC actually believes that I am permanently banned from tournament play and cannot attend a tournament?
That is not true anywhere. That probably was a comment that one Twitter person said, and then that's truth. But okay.
I've never heard of that before.
No, yeah, that is not something that's anyone said ever.
Where did they get that
Isn't
idea?
LTG,
I have no
though.
clue.
Isn't LTG banned?
Yeah, he is banned, but he was also accepted like a Lifetime Achievement Award. So figure that one out. Okay, yeah, LTG is definitely banned.
I've never been banned from a single tournament in my life. I could go wherever I want right now. It's just about a decade ago, if you remember, I'd say it was around 2012, 2013. I decided I just didn't want to do it anymore.
Yes.
That I didn't find it.
Oh no, Lended Range. Thank you. He presented that award. He didn't win that award. Thank you. So he's banned, but not from presenting awards. Okay.
I didn't think it was going to make sense. I was becoming a variety creator on YouTube, and I was enjoying what I was doing, and I wanted to put all my time and effort into that. But the FGC actually says shit like that. Like, yeah, Phil's just permanently
you said that your back injury was a reason for you to stop going to tournaments and things around 2007, 2008, Phil, not 2012.
Yes. But okay. Yes, this is all true. All true.
Because no one likes it, man. Like, actually, that's not true at all. You're just an idiot. You made it up because you're a dumb.
All that shit about people hating me, that's not true. You're an idiot. Thanks.
You like to believe in toxic memes.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
From?
Where did that come
from? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what? All right, not done.
Let's
Still
see.
going.
Let's see what's going on over it. It's like, I just want to.
Okay.
It's like, I just want to play a game and have fun. You can't even do it anymore because the FGC is too try-hardish and such fucking losers.
This is different. So this has changed.
That they spoil all these games before they're even out. And what a great game, right? Fucking fuck this game. Fuck the camp.
Oh, fuck what?
Oh, fuck who?
Fuck who?
The game.
Oh, come on.
Then.
Like, I just want to play a game and have fun. You can't even do it anymore because the FGC is too try-hardish and such fucking losers that they spoil all these games before they're even out. And what a great game, right? Fucking fuck this game. Fuck the Cannon Brothers. Fuck everyone who fucking is involved in putting out these awful collections. And fuck the FGC for pretending like they're good.
Oh,
fuck them all. They're all
I thought you didn't say anything bad about the FGC and don't even think about
losers.
them. Huh?
But, to be honest.
Yeah, please.
I'm just not feeling very good about this.
Oh.
At all.
Dude.
It's kind of like everything that I've been saying over the last several months about Street Fighter 6 has now come to fruition, but with a new game, and the game's not out. I mean, that's insane. The game's not fucking out, and people already broke it. And people already know these top strategies. Look, I did it. I did it too. Look, here we go. Post up your videos of doing the 100% combo.
Yeah, it's a shame that games can't be patched in it.
Yeah.
This is again.
Unreal. So if I
Yeah, go ahead.
This is again, he is mad because he failed to adapt to something. Much like direct capture and a bunch of trends and the modern landscape of streaming, he failed to adapt to this because this was inevitable. This was going to happen. And he was either going to be the guy who posts those videos day one, or he was going to be the guy who watches them. And he decided to be the guy who watches them.
Remember, he did try to capitalize on them, but people made fun of him too much.
Yeah.
People made fun of him too fucking much, and no one liked him even then. And we're talking 2008 and 9. His videos were getting posted. I'm not sure exactly of the years, but 2008, 9, 10, that kind of time. They were getting posted on like message boards for Street Fighter, and people were saying, please don't post this guy on these forums. All he does is bitch. I mean, that's what they said about it. And so he couldn't do it and be successful doing that part. So then he said, all right, fuck this. I can make more money just playing fucking games. Why not do that?
I wanted to enjoy this game. I had to be there. The moment that the beta released, I had to start playing it. I couldn't have a life. I couldn't have a family. I just had to sit there playing it. I had to play for 2 straight days, sweats coming down my forehead. I got to stay with the meta, man. I got to stay with the meta. I got to make sure that I know everything. Oh, look at this.
Assuming.
Oh, look at this combo. Cancel. Oh, TJ. Oh. No. That's not fun.
Okay.
That's fun for 0.001% of people who plan on maybe one day.
Which is funny because
still
he
like
went,
100 million people. Sorry.
Yeah. Which is funny
Why?
because he said games are too easy now. Right? That's what makes fighting games bad, is that they're too easy. But this is also fun for a very small portion of the population. I'm confused
And also,
here.
it's not supposed to be fun if you're a competitive sports person.
Yeah.
I'm including esports in this. Like you ask fucking LeBron James if he would like to sleep in until 11 a.m. or wake up at 6 a.m. to do exercises and practice. Is that fun? But no, when you actually are competitive and you want to achieve something that other people can't achieve, you make sacrifices that they're not willing to make. And DSP was just not willing to make the sacrifices. And he's blaming the people that were because he is washed up and he's trash.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's like, do you want to get up early and adhere to this really strict athletic diet and lifestyle, including restricted diet? Or do you want to beg people for $1,500 so you can order a pepperoni pizza from Papa John's and say, oh, it tastes like pizza?
Yeah. It's like Meerkat said, there's ways to do things that are fun, and that's cool too when you're your leisure time. But if you want to take a competitive level, you got to do some things that are fun. And that could even be during the game, right? Like, when you say you're playing soccer. If you're playing on the weekend with your friends, you're not going to sprint 100% of the time. But if you're in a competitive situation in which your team might win or lose, you might run out that ball full sprint, even though that's not the funnest option. But that's what's going to help you win the best. And that's what people are doing in the competitive scene in fighting games. But I want to remind everyone, too, that a lot of people are getting stupid about this. There's no stakes. So I don't know what you guys are even talking about. Because there are no stakes. Yeah. So what?
Actually being a tournament player and winning and doing something with the game. But when that meta gets exposed and everyone decides to do it because it's easy to replicate, you've ruined it for everyone. I'm not even kidding you. I would bet that people doing that actually cost the game sales. That if that meta wasn't exposed, if the shit was more interesting, there was more variety to it, there was more fun, more people would buy the game. Why is it that Street Fighter 4, before the era of the meta being exposed instantly?
You know how many people care about the meta? Like, really, really, man. The percentage of people that care about...
1%.
There's so many words you could say to the average buyer of Street Fighter 6, like from the meta, and they have no clue what you're talking about. Like, what? It's just people want to play a fucking game.
Sold more fucking copies. Than modern fighting games. Why can't modern fighting games get to the numbers of Street Fighter 4? You tell me.
You tell me.
There's obviously a
There's
problem.
a renaissance of more fighting games now. That's why.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to figure it out. It's just that the FGC doesn't want to admit it.
Street Fighter 4 released at a time when fighting games in general were in a bit of a slump because arcades in America had collapsed and home consoles weren't great and conversions and all that stuff. And then Street Fighter 4 came out and boom, it kicks off again. And then the internet starts to facilitate more and more people being able to play it and share videos of it and get into it. And because it's becoming more popular, more people start making fighting games. So there's more of them.
Yeah. What does he want the FGC to admit? I'm not even sure about that. What could the FGC possibly admit here?
Problem.
What?
It's pretty easy to figure it out. It's just
What
that the
is
FGC
it?
doesn't want to admit it. Because if they admit it, then they realize their entire culture's broken. The entire culture of the FGC based on this internet hype monster bullshit. Post everything up, expose everything, get it out there. Blah, blah. It's a failed mentality. You can't do that with anything
you're not part of it?
You ruin the competitive nature of the game. There's no fun.
What?
I know he's doing this deliberately, but he's omitting that this same thing happens with every single game ever that has any sort of hype behind it. People go out there, they want the exclusive, they want to be the first ones to get the meta because it's competitive. It's a competitive landscape. People want views. They want their efforts to pay off. They're not going to sit there figuring this shit out for like 20, 30 hours and then get 5 views. They want to put in effort and have results.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be like how Call of Duty gets hype before every release, and then there's that for a year, and then the cycle repeats. And Fortnite. Oh, look, new skins, new things in Fortnite. Season 5. Rocket League. Oh, look, King Jad can't beat Profit. Or vice versa. I can't remember. Sorry.
Laugh.
I'm not challenging them.
So now your game won't fucking sell, and it's your fault.
The game won't fucking sell. Like someone said in chat, this was the best-selling Street Fighter ever, right? On release, at least. 5 million copies sold at the very least, as Fort Worth raised. But yes, that's why your games don't sell. But they are breaking out this summer clothing, by the way.
Sold that as well.
Meerkat, I know you're interested in the summer-style clothes. I know you've probably seen that artwork, haven't you?
What, the photoshopped face on Daniel Craig?
No. Street Fighter 6 releasing summer clothes soon, brother. You want to get in on this on the ground floor.
Costumes of Street Fighter 6.
New costumes, brother.
Oh, now spicy.
Yes, definitely. I think they really want an influx of cash. That's why they're breaking that out.
Funny you brought up that Daniel Craig Photoshop, though, because someone pointed out it was during his rant about being old, one of the rants about being old, my body hurts and there's nothing I can do about it. Daniel Craig was 47 in that photo.
Yeah.
In addition to that, today is the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves beta. Well, phase 2 of the beta. And man, I've got a lot to talk about there.
I don't care about that. He's gonna keep just keep going. I'm very important. The FGC hates me. I didn't do anything wrong. Everyone loves me. Please tip. You get it. Okay. Last thing we definitely have to talk about. There's a few more Fill in the Wilds and stuff I should play too, though. Let's do one
something quick as well. But
Okay, cool. Let me give you one very, very fun Fill in the Wild here.
Are we gonna have time for the fish and chill thing?
Yes, we definitely. That's the next.
That thing is.
We'll finish with that. So this is one that many people sent. Big ups everybody for sending. By the way, I can't shout out everybody, but I definitely appreciate it. A lot of people sent this one. 5 or 6 people sent this one. It's from 8 days ago. This is K-Bash. 187,000 subscribers. Pretty good.
In its early years, and all of it under the purview of games industry legend Yoshiki Okamoto.
I love that game.
The guy that produced Street Fighter 2. Darkside Phil owes his ego to that guy. The game isn't necessarily...
That's it right there. I love when they're that... tight, just quick. In and out. In and out. Beautiful. That DSP owes his ego to that guy. There we go. Okay, fish and chill time. Let's get some fish and chill. So I think it's best to start with the person that never lies, and that is DSP. So he's going to tell us a story about, he played a game, Cast and Chill, which was a very chill style fishing game. And he's going to tell you a story about how he was contacted by the devs. Okay, so let's listen to his side of the story first. A reminder, this is all true, no lies. Go.
It actually sucks because the game developer actually contacted me and thanked me for playing their game because they wanted some exposure, and they gave me a DLC code for 2 new dogs in the game. I was like, well, that's very nice of you, but no one really liked it when I played it. It sucks. I liked it, but I can't just play the game for me.
Okay, so... it is true that people did reach out to him, but this is what they said. So this is from the team, and the team has said now the following. They said, just to clarify, we didn't have any kind of communication or arrangement in place with that streamer. We're a tiny team, and as part of our launch, we sent out a batch of codes to hundreds of streamers based on follower size alone. No expectations, no coordination, just us doing our best during a busy launch. In the future, we'll be more mindful to send codes to creators whose values and communities align with the cozy, wholesome tone of our working studio. All the best. So Philip, as usual, made it sound like they rolled out the red carpet for DSP Gaming. You know, Cast and Chill. DSP Gaming, thanks so much for playing our game. Thank you so much. Since you are DSP Gaming, we have a special exclusive offer for you. You know, and that's how Philip tried to spin it. But go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I just thinking, like, can you imagine them getting that message back? Hey, thanks for, playing the game. We really appreciate it. We're supposed to be doing it. Really helps. Thank you. And he's like, well, I enjoyed it, but, my audience thought it was shit and didn't want to see me play it anymore. So,
God, I can't play it myself, guys. I mean, can you imagine saying that?
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Great game. Doesn't bring in the tips, though. What do you expect me to do now? I can play it for myself? What do you think?
Yeah, your game was great, but I didn't make any money off it, so fuck you.
Cast and Chill, you know what's on Friday? Don't tell me you don't know. If I hit 10 goals by Friday, we get Wendy's double cheeseburger. And now you're going to make me give me 2 dogs? What does that help? Dumb fucks. Give me 2 dogs.
By the way,
yes,
I
please.
remember when he started playing this game, he didn't say he got the key gifted.
No, he didn't. No.
Yeah, it goes against the narrative of I'm a small guy. Nobody ever gives me anything for free.
Yep.
Oh, and it was also pointed out on Twitter that it's still, like, for sale. Like, you can still buy it on Steam.
Yeah, because I think he did refund this one, actually. That's what people are theorizing. It doesn't mean he did refund that, yeah.
I think, so the plot is... People on Twitter, shout out to the hyper-fixated individuals out there.
Yes.
They noticed that the game was available on his Steam store to buy, even though he technically owns it.
Yep.
And then somebody reached out to the developers, and the developers were like, yeah, we just gave the guy a key.
Okay, well, that's different. He didn't say... Yeah. Interesting, because when Death Stranding 2 came out, he didn't say... He talked about the people that got the codes as the special chosen ones. So you're saying in this case, Philip was one of those special chosen ones for Cast and Chill. Interesting. Real quick, we got a tweet from 2016 that I brought up on Twitter. We are 4 days away from the anniversary of the swatting. DSP felt in 2016 this was worth a tweet, it says, for the audio style listeners. Today is my 1-year anniversary of being swatted. Happy to report that things are going far better now, and I'm in a way more positive place. So, happy anniversary, everybody, for however you celebrate. Philip celebrates, as you can see. So,
less than 2 months after masturbating on stream. In a much better place now. Things are going great.
Yep. And then less than 2 years away from going into bankruptcy. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. No, a little bit more than that, but 3 years or whatever. You get the point. Okay. Another small thing here that I want to show. So Philip is going to make fun of a game here because we had that big Steam, whatever the fuck.
The Steam Summer Sale is
Let's
on.
look at Steam's store. But
What
here.
is this? This is what you suggest for me? This nonsense? Look at this game. How dare you? How insulting. Look at this game.
Okay.
How's it insulting?
I don't.
No, you guys told me about this one before, right? You said that basically the graphics look silly, but the game is actually a really, really good game. It's a interesting plot about survival or something like that. Right? Like you said, it was.
How does it look silly?
Actual narrative.
I don't know what's silly about it.
I would compare this to say, did you ever play the game? Oh God, what was it? To the Moon? To the Moon looks like shit. It looks like Final Fantasy 6 or 4 in a modern day. Like why would I play that? But actually, it's one of the most emotional games I've ever played back in the day. So it's like that. I don't really care about the graphics, but I'm gonna be honest. The graphics do look crap. This looks like a shitty Flash game to me. But I'm gonna take your word for it that there is a good game behind it.
I'm going to take your word. Oh my God!
I'm going to take your word for it.
He can't get over surface level stuff like this. He sees everything at like such a superficial level that the graphics are the most important thing for him.
So why I showed that is because one of the developers of RimWorld has retweeted DSP and says, Phil trying to go viral insulting my work on RimWorld. And this is the graphic designer of RimWorld. So very funny that he would respond. I told you, Philip's on fire on Twitter. So, and that is really him, by the way. It is the guy. Everyone knows the guy. But it would be funny to see him play it, but he will never do that.
Oh, I have heard that he picked up Vampire Survivors during this as well.
Oh, great.
Which
Great.
Fucking dreading because he spent years not wanting to play it. Yeah. And he'll probably say the same, oh, it looks shitty. Why does it look like such an 8-bit style?
DSP in the wild here. This is, Meerkat, here you go. Hold on.
But Blabs, one last thing.
Camera's not on.
Before we go on this story, one last little bit. It always comes back to the one who will outlive us all.
Oh, no.
The one who will...
The one roach to rule us all?
Yes.
Oh, nice one, Blabs. Nice one, Blabs.
Ah, shit.
George, do you know who Dark Side Phil is?
I've heard of him.
G Prime 85 here, looking like literally like a guy that's gonna do a hit later in a fucking what is he doing here? He looks like he's running a hit. Is this a hitman? G Prime 85. I've heard of him.
He's sitting in the bathroom or something.
Yeah, what is he saying?
Are those tiles around him?
I've heard of him.
They're like a screen.
Where is he? Where is he? What is that? Like he thought that was the hit job. Look.
You know who Dark Side?
Look, watch
Phil
this.
is?
I've heard of him.
What is this guy? He's serious. I've heard of him.
Your Honor.
Keep
He's
going.
on a call. He's on a Skype call for like a appearance or
Go
something.
on. Keep going.
Well, Dark Side Phil has come out and said there are entire channels making bank by stealing live rebroadcasting my content without making it transformative. They outright ask for contributions to do so. If this lawsuit goes through,
G Primes are ready to head out. I think he's like, all right, fuck this. Okay, so there we go. That was the Phil in the Wild from Side Scrollers. I think still counts, honestly. I think it does. Let's do one more quick hitter here. Fill out the list.
And no offense to the G Prime guy. We're just razzing.
Yeah, we're just razzing. Total razzing. King. You are a king. I'm seriously, you're a king. Don't
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Maybe he's not a king. People are saying.
Yes.
The tree, grab our backpack and take off those disgusting clothes and venture forth. Dash through the swamp, go from raised area to raised area, and do not drown like the USA's greatest Street Fighter player.
You make it. Come on. Oh my god.
And head to Dramatic.
This is Sarando, 26,000 followers here, and he says two-parter, the best Street Fighter player in America. He says he chooses to say it that way. What a king!
Disgusting clothes and venture forth. Dash through the swamp, go from raised area to raised area, and do not drown like the USA's greatest Street Fighter player.
There you go.
Right there. Snake. Oh my god.
Snake! Okay. Last one for the day. I know there's more, but we can't just play them all night. Here we go. This is Boogie on the thumbnail, at least.
Get a taste, please. Man, the e-bagging is crazy with these guys. They didn't even start the show, and they're already asking for money. I mean, damn, dude. Not even DSP dared so much. And by the way, it's ridiculous how every...
That's it. That's it. Even DSP doesn't make that much. Someone did show this one as well, visual style. On Reddit right now. Shout outs to Cerulean on this one. Pirate Software, if you've heard of that name, is in the news again, let's say. And his live stream fail picked up one of his streams. And the top rated comment with 1,000 upvotes is saying, Pirate is becoming the new Dark Side Phil. Never does anything wrong. It's everything else that does him wrong. So there we go. And then the person under that says, all we need is him coming clip. So there we go on that one. Let's see. And we also have Cerulean here, which made a banger tweet that took off massively. And it was about Death Stranding 2, and it says, found HoloLive member Usada Pekura in Death Stranding 2 about 16 hours in. She's part of the main story and required to progress. Dave is going to hate this game. As you can see, it got 3 million views. So, I mean, this is a big hit tweet. So as you can see, the second line though says Dave is going to hate this game. So I'm going to scroll down now, and we'll see a lot of people are saying, sounds like a Dave problem. Let's freaking go. I cannot wait. It's who the fuck is Dave?
Oh, come on. Where's the Dave Burnell?
Who's the hell? Who the hell's Dave? Who is Dave? Who is Dave, and why does his opinion matter? I don't know who Dave is, but I don't like him already. Dave who? Why are we on a first name basis with DSP? DSP, why am I delivering pizza to some anime girl? Who is Dave? Who's Dave? Who is Dave? Very funny. About the Subway thing, Meerkat, you broke the news that unfortunately something happened with Subway. Could you please explain to the people what happened to our Subway shenanigans?
There has been an attempt to stop us, to deplatform us, to take away our God-given right, our constitutional right of free speech.
Yes.
A couple of Subway tweets ago, they started hiding our replies. They had the audacity to stand up against the hyper-fixated army.
Assholes! I was pissed. Let me tell you, I was pissed.
Hiding them.
They hid them from us. They took it from us. Some suggested moving on to what was the place he went, Steve, that we suggested we should go to?
Oh, was it Wendy's because of the Taki fries? And they
Taki
replied
fries.
to Review Bra. They
Yes.
commented under his video.
Yes, the official account did comment on Review Bras video, but not Phillips. But I'm happy to announce, thanks to all you soldiers, they are not hiding our replies anymore. The only hidden replies on this one are a Subway worker attacking a customer, and your employee pulls a gun, and the POS manager lied to predict. Okay, so that makes sense why they would hide those. They're not. They're not hiding ours. The ending had me tear up. Yes. Hoping Subway doesn't go to Circuit City. Look, there's Derek getting help.
There's Kat.
Yeah, there's Kat too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, when she sees all the subs you've gotten. My wife eats Subway subs this big. Oh, that's me. Fueling these puppies since 82. Mama Polecat chimes in. Oh, yes.
Oh, that was
Deep
the chocolate.
cut. This is pushing the bar. Oh, it's a lot of humans eat chocolate the wrong way. What you want to do with chocolate is move your head into it, not the chocolate to your head. A lot of people do this incorrectly. Okay? Keep that in mind, guys. This is correct form for humans. Push down on it and then bite. What the fuck? It looks weirder every time. What is that left hand doing?
What's he cupping the wrapper for? Yeah.
Sorry, I mean right hand. What is he cupping it for? He's cupping the balls of the.
Look, yeah, it looks like
Cradle the balls.
that looks kind of instinctive. It looks very well practiced.
You don't want them just hanging there freeballing. You got to give them support as well.
Give him a tickle.
Very unique. This is an advanced technique.
Oh my God, that noise.
It goes deeper. He goes deep too. That's another thing he's picked up over the years.
Okay. No wonder Dave stayed with Linda then.
Oh, definitely. That's where he learned it. Oh, okay. This is so. Super Truffer's trying to bring in other people. I'm not going to allow it, Super Truffer. There we go. We have a Happy Gilmore release. Do you think it's time for DSP2? Happy birthday. Yeah. I heard one of your subs and my hands broke out in rashes are using real fuel. Okay, fueling. There we go. Devour. So, there you go. Duty with the Subway working. I hear this guy loves your sandwiches, and he grew up a few blocks away. DSP Gaming. Oh, Mario Faker. I think he has autism clip. There we go. Thanks for giving me my next scam. I mean goal. LOL. Chill with Phil. I didn't see that one. Unhappy Tryhard. Happy Gilmore parody. Great. Okay.
It's a British comedy called League of Gentlemen.
There you go. There is
You're my wife now, Dave.
Chief. Chief Phil. Just tap it, tappy. Okay, underdog. Somewhat a small-time guy myself. Okay, we should stop.
Oh, again, that was the hand. There we go. There's Dave Bennell.
Cry about it. There you go. Eating. Let's get some freaking support for all my content. All right, enough is enough. Yes, that's Wolverine Doll. You'll see him tomorrow, by the way. I know another underdog you can fuel. It goes so fun. I hope this never ends because it is fun and we could literally go all day looking at those. Okay, big ups to Mother Freya, who says, it's my favorite Detractor podcast. I especially love Steve at the end of the Endorphin Rush music video. You remember your part in the Endorphin Rush music video, Steve?
Which one was that?
That is the Endorphin Rush was last year's Ka-Ching in the Ring from Misery Merchant.
Oh, is it last year's?
And that's the one they was the final song, I believe. Here we go.
Sorry, my head's torn between Move It and that one that was like really heavy metal.
Here we go. Opportunity. Oh, I think that's the joke. That's you. That fair, you look like him. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, fair.
Fair enough. You keep mistaking me for DSP, so yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, makes sense. Modelbird says Subway's Toasted Buns tweet was code for their support for the true winner of the band kick names. Big ups, Modelbird. Stay strong.
That's why they banned. That's why they started hiding replies, so you knew how it felt.
You get there eventually. GBRC says Phil said so much himself. 10K is what his mother gave him, and he still went bankrupt. So how much did he dump in WWE Champions? Oh, it was 10K.
Was it 10?
I remember
really?
him saying 10K, 5 digits. And
I remember from my memory, the official story was that he needed around 16,000 in total, and then he begged like for 2 weeks straight. And after he was done begging, the rest of that amount, which is, I don't think it was a disclosed amount. I think it was like a vague amount of money.
No, I know he was asking for 17. Bob Haskins saying he was asking for 17, but that was the total. I think
was that the
of everything. Bar? Yeah, so I can't.
That was the total.
Yeah, that was the total.
Okay. Marathon wasn't
so
it?
That's. Can you imagine $17,000? God,
he still went bankrupt. God. Got on this payment plan and still went fucking bankrupt.
Well, there's a lot of guys. Have you seen how many wrestlers there are, Steve? I mean, it's not that simple. There's a lot of them. They make more every year, you know? Yeah. GBRC says Phil gets a job soon after he catches a beating. Wow. No. He might talk back to some people, but yeah.
Oh, he will even more get his persecution complex validated and his victim complex, and he will only become more of a hermit and more of what he actually is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Gorow says, wait till he live reacts to Season 4 of Street Fighter 6 skins. Oh, yeah, definitely. I personally can't wait myself. But I've heard there's no jury. What's up with that? Come on. You want money or not? Capcom, do you want money or not? All right.
There's a whole community of perverts out there that I get enough now.
No, the play is to put her in tennis shoes now for the summer gear. That's the play, Capcom. That's a free one.
Yeah, really.
That's the play. Yeah. Meth Bear says, Phil dreamed of taking John on a trip to RimWorld. Well, maybe so. Big Beppo says, G Prime is the GOAT for some funny art. Oh, okay. There we go. We, again, not making fun of G Prime. I was making fun of that single response he said where it sounded very serious. That's it. Mr. Lawcow says, DSP is also... There you go. DSP is also on fire on TikTok, or maybe that's just me. Love the show as always. Young out and free crust toothpaste from Fantastic Mr. Sam. Big us, Mr. Lolcow. Yeah, dude. TikTok. He's going on fire with TikTok with those fucking gaming journalist things.
Oh yeah.
People are adding it. Yeah, people are going back in time with them. It's very fun now. People are searching because they don't know what's going to go viral next, so they think they're onto something.
Like, gaming journalists actually know more about gaming than he does, and they're better at video games on average than he is. So it's actually insulting gaming journalists
Yes.
Bro, I love that. Right as you said that, he got battered by like 6 other people, and then his controller ran out of batteries.
Let's see. Here we're going, boys.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah!
Bomb.
What happened? I don't know.
I mean, that is so obvious. Okay, we're not going to do this so you don't play analysis, but look how fucking obvious it is.
Behind them, yeah.
So he's on a track right now, which means you're kind of locked in. You can get off, but you're locked in. So you know you're going to do whatever in front of you. Yeah, so he is literally going to run into the person ahead of him since he is spamming his king shroom. There's the bomb.
You can see the bomb.
There's the bomb. All right, keep going. Let's just keep pumping that puppy. Here we go. Boom.
What happened? I don't know what hit me.
What happened? I don't know what hit me.
No, I just look what I just said. I don't know what hit me.
Boom! Boom!
No, I just look what I just said. Look! Oh no! No! Oh, no!
Now let's get a clip.
I have my controller plugged in. That's why it stopped responding. Oh my god!
Great controller, huh?
That when the controller is plugged in and it hits full charge, it stops working.
Great third-party controller there, buddy. Definitely want to pick that one up. Second you plug it in, it loses control.
It's got a dodgy connector, so it's not charging. So it only works when it's on and he's using it. It won't charge, and if he takes it out, it's conked out immediately. So
seems like a good system. Good controller to have, definitely.
Yeah.
And MW says Blue Twix. Blue Twix. Instead of what, individuals?
On today, quite frankly.
Uh-oh.
But I don't know what's going on today, quite
His music's great.
Everyone said they wanted the new game.
It's like
I get the new count.
It's like on a sitcom when you get that last ending bit over the credits.
Yeah. Let's do one final fadeaway bag here. Here we go. Very successful. Go.
Everyone said they wanted the new game.
Yeah.
On the new console, I get the new console and the new game.
Uh-huh.
And we've had basically incredibly slow support for a marathon.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
What's going on?
I don't even know what to say. That's why I'm not even really talking about it, because...
That's why I'm not complaining about it right now, but I would be complaining because support is so low.
I'm starting to get upset, so I'm just going to fucking play the game. Seriously.
Yep.
Right, what's the king's tax at?
$344.
A slow stream.
$144 saying that you guys wanted this. You guys wanted this. What happened?
This was the launch of the Switch too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't this like disincentivizing people from giving him more money when he can be on like $350 and still like consider that insignificant? Like, why would I just send him $5? Well, everybody who's ever streamed knows that these things add up, and a bunch of people sending you $1 makes up a bigger sum. But for him, apparently, it's just not like that. And this money is non-existent and it's insignificant.
Yes. And that's why, because you know how some people break Pignosis and they kind of join the tractor thing, and some people still make fun of them endlessly because they once were the tractor. You know, it's like tough to make that jump from being truly make the jump, let's say, right? The reason that is because when you put up with shit like this, it's not, no one's going to think of you being a normal person because you can't be if you're willing to be put up with this in a stream that's supposed to be for your entertainment. You know what I mean? That's why
normal people don't put up with this. That's why his audience is comprised of the people that it is. Because normal people won't tolerate this.
You got to earn back the thought that you might be a normal individual once you put up with this shit and give money to this. You know what I mean? Because this is unhinged. This is not how anyone should be treated, right? So, I mean, if you put up with this, you also need help in addition to DSP needing help. You know what I mean? But anyways.
Also, one last thing.
Go ahead.
We have a follow-up breaking from like 20 minutes ago on the RimWorld clip. So I send this to you on Discord, ALT. I send you the tweet. Shout out to DSP Gout.
Shout out. DSP Gout is legend.
Screenshotting this.
They put a lot of good stuff on Twitter. Obviously, follow them, please. They are
not
legends.
to be mistaken for Gout, the track and field athlete.
That is this guy. Okay. So I see a lot of people are confused about the difference. So this is DSP. This is Gout. Okay, and this is DSP Gout. Okay. Gout DSP Gout. Is that easy enough? All right, let's go. Okay, DSP Gout says the following. I haven't played the game. Ooh, June 27th. So this is brand new. Okay, pretty hype. I haven't played the game, nor do I have anything against it. I simply know that my audience tends to not like games with either pixel art or Flash style graphics. Flash style graphics.
You're the one that said it looked shit.
Flash style graphics.
Not your audience. You.
I know that's ignorant. I disagree with that philosophy, but that's just how my viewer base is, sadly.
Oh, dude!
But no.
Throwing your audience under the bus.
In the clip, he said, this is what you guys wanted me to play, so they wanted him to play this.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I love JRPGs and of that art style, and it's one of my biggest disappointments that I find it hard to play these kind of games. If RimWorld is as you say, it's likely a game I'd love and my audience would claim is boring and demand I move on from ASAP.
You compared it to like you said it reminds me of this other game and like Final Fantasy 6 and 4 and whatever.
And he said it looks like shit, by the way. He said looks like shit. That was his words. Looks like shit.
Yeah.
I'm also curious if the clipper left in the part where I mentioned to the moon is pixel graphics and one of the most emotional games I've ever played. These
that's
clippers,
the one.
He didn't say that, by the way. These clippers always leave out the parts that make me look human, instead taking stuff out of context to create drama. And let's see exactly that tweet DSP is talking
That's the one you compared to Final Fantasy 6.
Oh, replies too. Let's see. All right, so people are entitled to their opinions. He is born of ignorance. DSP, you were chill when I asked about your shirts. So let me lay for you a foundation. RimWorld may have simple graphics. Oh, this is Madam Savvy.
Oh
yeah, this is not that Savvy. This is Sir Savvy. And 41,000 followers. That is why
Sir
Philip
Sav.
is responding. Yeah, this is Sir Sav, not Savvy. That Sav. So here we go. This is wow.
Sav
Okay,
is not implicit in the robbing of Sort of 2014.
No. People are entitled to their opinions. He is born of ignorance. DSP, you were chill and asked about your shirt. Still didn't tell me where, but it was funny reply. So let me lay down you a foundation. RimWorld simple graphics. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. And I can't end the post without mentioning the mod community. Blah blah blah. Okay, she cares about RimWorld and is making sure he knows it. Okay. This is what the maker of the game also replied to. Obviously. I haven't played, and then Philip goes through those responses, and let's see if there's anything more. I don't really care so much about what was said other than the graphic bit. I just want to share my love of RimWorld, convert anyone. You have not lived until you've enslaved your entire tribe and turned them into a milk farm for your dairy, bar, hotel. Okay, so she's still having fun. And that is it. Let's see how everyone else is taking this.
Dwarf Fortress, Crusader King sort of emergent gameplay things where, shit keeps happening, You can see why people stick with games like that.
There's no convincing. I need blah 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 blah. Expect you must give him money, 150 for him to love a game. Yeah, okay, nothing much there, but it's brand new, so it's very recent. But Philip on his off day, deciding to respond to this in the middle of his day. Hope he's having a good off day, of course. So there we go. One thing that Steve wanted to show, and then we'll get out of here.
I think this is important. It's not necessarily DSP, but it is adjacent, and also I quite like Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Vita Scott. So they're cool people.
Okay, Derek, what's happening? What's going on here? What's the deal?
What's going on? What?
There's a lot of inside jokes happening between a certain groups of viewers, and I feel that it's rude.
It's rude.
Honestly, just going at the jokes.
WGTW was like tri-state area, Philly, New York.
Let's go. Explain. Someone. Let's go. Derek, what are we doing? Do you have any idea when you'll be coming back to Winnipeg? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Phil's not off today. He's live today.
Derek is a pedo, so... Oh, okay.
Oh.
See, that's like... I don't know.
How much longer are you streaming?
Was that?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to end it now.
I don't even know. Person in the chat?
Yeah.
Someone they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, like, if someone in the chat is a shoot pedo, then we can't just make jokes about
shoot pedo.
Yeah. To be fair.
Not even a work pedo, a whole shoot pedo.
He's a shoot pedo. That's the worst
That's
time.
not his, it's guys, it's not his gimmick to touch kids. He just actually does.
Can't have shoot pedos, guys, honestly.
For those who don't know, Mike Bailey is a wrestler and Venus Guy is an announcer. So
okay,
shoot
there you go.
being a wrestling term.
Shoot pedo.
Right?
Okay, so
this is like an actual thing. Like, hey, this person should not be a member of this community for these reasons, instead of just chiming in and saying bullshit. You know what I mean?
So
okay, so Mark.
Yeah, so he was banned. He did get banned there. He did get banned.
It's amazing that did not take years of pressure from the audience, as well as PPP, Ashton, and the founder of Kiwi Farms to do that.
Listen,
they just did it.
We don't know. He might have had Triple P messaging him behind the scenes or something, telling him to ban Derek. We don't know that. So there we go.
Looks like he's ranting about something.
Oh, let's
he looks
see.
salty.
Your head's like.
Oh yes, he is.
Yeah,
he is.
All
right, let's.
For Kansas, Colorado, 6 to 7 new states. So that's cool.
Okay, so
Oh, look at that!
I think it's based on that
Mhm.
super chat. I think
Mhm.
it's the super chat. I think it was $50, but I think it was negative. Let's see. I think it was
Nebraska
negative.
and Kansas.
Okay, so
It
the
shows
super.
that I have the 6
Oh,
to
he's
7
checking
new
the
states.
DLCs, isn't he?
That's
Fucking hell.
So where
For
does
the
he get so
American
salty
truck
though?
driver thing.
So $50 super chat from Kill Yourself says, "Hey DSP, hope you're having a great day, man. Keep ignoring the trolls." That's kind of not directly trolly, but kind of trolly. Let's see what he goes.
All right. Let's see here. Ralph did a $5 super chat. Says, "I'm an Xbox fan.
Okay, I don't
Is
care
the
about this.
pain I'm feeling with a Sega fan. That's right. Anyone who in the console war / the Sega scene in that order, and they were didn't Panasonic have trying to? It wasn't
3DO, yeah, Phil.
and when they did, they kind of having a overly.
He's
Might
talking
have
about
gone back too far.
Oh God, no!
Time, but sadly, Sega was two-headed.
Oh, okay, Sega. Thanks, gaming journalist.
You know, it had a controller that games like
Yes, thank gaming journalist.
It was kind of a sinking ship. Sony took over at that time.
He's explaining the Dreamcast.
I went to
Fucking hell.
Toys R Us.
I don't think
It
he's.
had so many awesome new features. It's sad because if you were an Xbox fan,
Oh God!
right now is Game Pass. Not a Pass. Point they were a serious down. Your heads like Phil Spencer and.
Oh, there you go. See, it was Phil Spencer shit.
Once again, they need to gut that company and
Okay, don't care.
They don't have to spend any money to actually get anything.
And
There's
he's still
no
going.
actual feeling of investment or risk in anything that they've ever done. And then you throw them immediately into the helm of a company. Well, if you've never...
Okay, I don't need to lead this. Anyways,
Yeah.
Steve, final words, please. We'll see you again tomorrow, everybody, for the King of the Ring. What time you thinking for that, Meerkat? We should set it now if we can. Same time as today work, or 2 p.m. maybe Eastern?
Same
What do you
time
think?
as today is good. Yeah, sounds good.
Cool for you too, Steve?
Yeah, it's cool for me.
All right, we'll do the same time as today, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Same time as today. We'll do it tomorrow. Any final words, Steve? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm working on something not DSP related. I'll get that out first, and then I'll go back to working on the Kino stuff that I was working on.
Big ups. There we go.
Something
Meerkat,
coming
final
up.
words.
Nothing that I said today could be held against me in court because I said the word allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yes.
Allegedly, many things. Thanks for watching, everybody. Come back tomorrow for the King finals. It's going to be very exciting. As always, everything with me is last minute, so I'm going to make some songs tomorrow last minute, probably like
Yes.
15 minutes before we start.
Me too. I have to finish my song. Gonna be a photo finish, but we'll get there. You're all legends, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Because I'm starting to get like a migraine.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
You look so ridiculous.